It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, sure. You grew up in a trailer park, but now that you've made it big and moved to the suburbs, you just can't sleep at night. You've thought about purchasing one of those expensive white noise machines that claim to create a soothing wall of sound. But tell me, do you really think that white noise is relaxing?
Hell no.
Hell no is right, darling. Do you have trouble sleeping at night?
Sure do.
Let me guess. Did you grow up in a trailer park?
Sure did.
Well, Frigamall Home Health Products, a division of Bob and Tom Industries, has just the thing for you. Forget about that white noise machine. What you need is the white trash noise machine.
The white trash noise machine?
That's right. The white trash noise machine features dozens of the same soothing trailer park sounds you remember from your childhood. You'll feel safe and secure and drift off to sleep like a little white trash baby. Just press the button and listen.
Get up, Daddy. You're crashing my smokes.
Hush up. Has anybody seen my chewing tobacco? Where the hell's the toothpaste? I need to brush my tooth.
Ah, yes. Nothing is more comforting than the white trash noise machine.
It is too, your baby Cletus. It's just a coincidence he looks like Morgan Freeman. I'm gonna kill you.
You'll also get these relaxing white trash sounds. A Camaro falling off the blocks. Fly swatter. A bullhorn from the TV show Cops.
Drop the snake and put your hands on the car.
The sound of a marijuana bong. And every single song from Tim Wilson. With the white trash noise machine, you'll always get a good night's sleep. Check out these unsolicited testimonials.
Oh, I tell you what, this white trash noise machine knocks me out faster than an OxyContin and a 12-pack of PBR.
You know, after I won the lottery, I just couldn't sleep in this big old fancy house. But I couldn't take sleeping pills on account of that damn court-ordered drug testing. Shoot, nowadays I can sleep in till it's time to go out on the porch and watch Jerry Springer. Thank you, white trash noise machine. Jesse, Justin, Jasper, Jacob, get in here and go get cleaned up. Your daddies are stopping by today. You too, Jamal.
It's the white trash noise machine. Order now, and you'll receive, as our gift to you, the white trash aromatherapy machine. You'll enjoy all those comforting smells you remember from your childhood. There's Cheese Whiz, fried bologna, Jack Daniels and vomit, Jack Daniels vomit and Cheese Whiz, gunpowder, and of course, poopy diapers.
Now that brings back memories.
Right you are, Reba. You mayonnaise sandwich eating cracker. The white trash noise machine. And if you order right now, you'll also receive these white trash sounds. Restraining order.
It's gonna take more than a damn piece of paper to keep me from seeing you, sweetheart.
Repo Man.
Oh, come on, man, the check's in the mail.
Propane heater exploding.
Hey, baby, you smell something?
The white trash noise machine from Frigamall Home Health Products, a division of Bob and Tom Industries. You all.
Ah, my people.
Cheese Whiz.
White trash. White bread and mayonnaise. Those are some memories. Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Pat came over and asked me for a pre-show hug this morning.
How'd that go?
I declined. Now I regret it. I should have given you a hug. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here. Get away from me, Ace. He's got his joke of the day coming up. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Howdy.
Howdy do.
Now.
What's wrong with Cheese Whiz?
I'm sure it's lovely.
The most Wisconsin guy I've ever met in my life, my ex-father-in-law. He grew up in Wisconsin, took care of cows, loved Wisconsin, lived in northern Illinois, but then he grew up in Wisconsin.
Right.
And He loved Cheese Whiz out of a can. He could not get enough of Cheese Whiz out of the can.
I didn't know you could get it out of the can.
Yeah, just well, I don't know if it was actually Cheese Whiz brand.
Oh, right.
But that's what he called.
What's the squirter stuff?
The squirter
Squeeze cheese?
Squeeze. Yeah, I think he did call it squeeze cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand.
Great for dogs, training dogs.
That's why I have it.
Yeah.
And there's Velveeta has a place in my heart.
I love Velveeta.
Yes.
Nothing melts like Velveeta. Man.
That's right. That's right. And I know that Velveeta has various gear out there, and they have nail polish.
I never understood why Velveeta was sold in the Hispanic aisle, if you would.
Oh, for nachos, man.
Is that it?
I bet so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you would think it's cheese. You would find it in the cheese place.
I always got it by the cheese aisle. It's interesting.
No.
Interesting.
It's been
You suppose
in my-
is a store that would deliberately have a section just for white trash?
Maybe.
They
like
have
an end cap at least, a white
Yeah,
trash
like
end
a
cap.
white trash end cap. They
They have
have generic cigarettes.
Asian food and
Right, they
and
do.
Mexican food.
I know. I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find the Velveeta one time, and I had to ask the store employee, and he said, well, it was in the Mexican food aisle. I'm like, what?
Not refrigerated?
No.
Velveeta
is not refrigerated.
You get Velveeta slices that are refrigerated.
Yes, but not the cube, the big cube.
The big rectangle is not refrigerated.
No.
No.
I always put it in the refrigerator. When
I do too.
After
I
you
think
open it.
after you open it, I think. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I think it doesn't taste better with a nice little chill. Don't you think?
I've only
used it. I really feel like I bought them in the refrigerator.
No, it's the exact opposite.
No. It's
You
like, for example,
you want to melt your Velveeta.
like ketchup. I like ketchup cold.
Well, there's some people
I'm
in
with
this
you.
room that never put their ketchup in the refrigerator. They keep it on the counter.
Smart people, yeah.
Ace never puts his
Did you
refrigerator.
learn that while being treated for trichinosis or
Walk into a restaurant right
gonorrhea?
now. The bottles
Of course, restaurants. It doesn't mean I don't.
He's got a point.
Yeah, he does have a good point. Yeah.
What?
But
They're out at the restaurant.
But they put them in
I know, but that doesn't mean I like it that way.
They put it in the refrigerator overnight in the walk-in. They did when I worked in
Have
the
you
restaurant.
ever gone into a restaurant and could I have some chilled ketchup, please?
No, I generally don't use the ketchup at restaurants.
Oh,
really?
I don't.
Are you one of these people that got salt taken off the table? Is that
No,
you?
not. I'm the exact opposite.
Okay.
It bothers me that all these restaurants now are trying to keep me healthy. They have no salt.
You have your salad
You
dressings
can't
in a
get
bottle.
my fake sugar. I have to bring it with me.
What do you put your French fries in? You don't dip them?
It depends. I haven't eaten a French fry in 6 months.
It's been longer than that, dude. I bet.
But yeah, no, I like. We all have our own little quirky things. It's okay.
Some more than others.
Mm-hmm.
It would be fun to have like a white trash end cap at the grocery store.
Sure.
We should start a list. Velveeta is there.
You know what? We may need a row, actually.
Yeah.
Now, an aisle. We're going to need a full
absolutely full aisle.
White bread, of course.
Ham salad.
Ham salad, Twinkies.
Yeah.
if all that's white trash, then I am
Meth.
indeed.
That's how I grew up. Heck yeah.
Don't bring meth into it. That's a recreation.
A plaintiff's attorney.
We all grew up this way, and our parents weren't on meth.
A chick was telling me something off the air I will not share with you right now.
We were talking about Lawsons the other day, and my dad used to give me $2 to go in Lawsons and get anything I wanted. That was a convenience store of the day.
No, can we make this a game?
Sure.
Okay, no. Why do you think Chick's dad gave him $2 to go kill some time in Lawson's?
To
bang his
what?
wife.
I will give you I'll give you 1 point for that, although it's not the correct answer.
That is a good answer.
I will only give you. I will only give you the point because you used the term to bang his girlfriend.
Wife, girlfriend, whatever.
In a more flowery way, my dad was a small business owner.
Okay, I got you.
In a less flowery way, he was making a drug deal in front of Lawson's.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he didn't want me to. So I was.
He didn't want you to be an accessory.
Boy, I bet $2 went a decent way.
Oh, God,
yeah.
The late 60s?
Yeah.
Get a lot of those little penny candies.
I don't know about that. What did I get?
200 penny candies.
I went through a baseball trading card phase. I'd get a bunch of those. And,
yeah, that's great.
Back then, weren't they like 10 cents a pack?
Something like that.
Awesome.
I know comic books were 12 cents. Absolutely. You look up a comic book from the late 60s. It says 12 cents right on the label.
And approved by the Comics Code Authority.
That's right.
That's
were.
That's right, because they didn't want any of the commies infiltrating your comic books.
So you started your love of convenience stores at a very young age.
I dreamed of buying chicken salad and tuna salad and egg salad sandwiches.
Yeah.
Now, we should explain. We had convenience stores in the news yesterday because Mount Fuji has there's a tourist area they've had to fence off because people kept trying to take the same picture of a Lawsons convenience store right in front of the beautiful vista of the mountain, kind of as a comic element there.
But it was becoming a traffic hazard.
And we got an email. Hey, crew. My wife and I just returned from 2 weeks in Japan. I can confirm there are Lawsons there. My wife is a native of Springfield, Ohio, worked there, next door to London, Ohio. I know exactly where that is, beautiful Clark County. She was excited to see a Lawsons just a block from our Tokyo hotel. I heard the stories of fresh orange juice driven up from Florida in just 40 hours, Tom. I can confirm Lawsons in Tokyo, Nikko, Nagano, and Kyoto. However, they were greatly outnumbered by 7-Elevens. On one block in Tokyo, had 2 7-Elevens across the street from each other. That's from one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
you
sure.
think they have slushies there and all the 7-Elevens?
Who knows? They probably have a vastly different inventory. I know that Japan is famous, for example, for the vending machines that have used worn panties in them.
You know what I just noticed? There's a gas station near us that lists unleaded, diesel, and then the price of slushies on the digital readout.
I didn't notice that.
I love that.
Slushies are a big seller.
Well, does the slushy price fluctuate?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering. Because it's like $3.79, $4.20, $1.58, or whatever. That was the slushy price.
It's not going to get any lower.
They called a lady from the Lundberg letter. We got the gas prices. No, how about the slushies?
The Kikaran and the Footsie and slushy prices are down. Hello, gang. I've been to Japan twice, as your mother would say, chick. Lawson's convenience stores are everywhere, even as often as just a few city blocks in between. They're wonderful, offering beer and liquor, a little bit of everything. Also in Japan, you can freely, openly drink in public. It's absolutely great, says Derek. Derek, get in a program. Okay. My God.
Now, do they still have Lawsons in Ohio?
I don't. I'm almost certain they don't.
It was sort of the original convenience store. And Ohio had a lot of blue laws, meaning grocery stores couldn't be open on Sunday. They couldn't be open after certain hours.
And the thing I can't
get over
world is that it looks like the same damn sign that I remember as a kid in Japan. It looks like they just uprooted everything from here and took it to Japan.
I wonder how it's pronounced.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, we're going to move on. We got a lot of great news.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a
No.
NBA series wraps up last night. And a couple,
accents aren't funny anymore, I forgot.
On. The Kelsey brothers made headlines yesterday again. That's right. Taylor's pregnant. No, I'm not. I don't know.
Oh, God. Well, I'll tell you what. It's time now to check in with your future. I'm talking about getting the right gift for Mother's Day. That's where Steven Singer comes in, of course.
Can you feel the pressure?
Oh, the clock is ticking. It is almost May. And, of course, what is it, May 14th?
May 12th.
May 12th, sorry.
You're going to miss it.
Is that a Sunday this year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Steven Singer Jewelers has something very special for Mother's Day, and it's the only place you can find it. It's that beautiful rose. It's right over there by Josh right now. It's the gold-dipped red rose. We call it red wine. That's the official color this season from Steven Singer Jewelers. You'll find it by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. And it's called the red wine because of that beautiful burgundy color. And this is an actual rose dipped in 24-karat gold. And you can grab one of these. By the way, they come with a beautiful box, and they are shipped, of course, with Steven Singer's famous free shipping. The free lifetime guarantee, the free personalized gift card, and a message from you. And today is the last day you can get that free scent. So it will have the beautiful aroma of a lovely rose. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, real roses preserved and dipped in real, pure 24-karat gold, guaranteed to last a lifetime. Steven also has great earrings and bracelets and all kinds of great ways to say a special thank you to all those great. Oh, look at this. Christy's modeling her
At last bracelet.
that last
I love
bracelet.
So much.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
And now, get all the details, like I said, at IHateStevensinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Don't forget, if your dog is a mother, Steven's a big dog guy. He's got his dog Buddy. And he's got some dog stuff, too. So you can, maybe your dog can present that mom of yours with a special gift as well. So get two. IHateStevensinger.com. Coming up, we have Kinks in the World. Not the great band, the Kinks, but kinky, sexy time stuff. Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
We have my favorite former lumberjack is in the studio. He is comedian Greg Hahn.
Hey, all right. Thanks for having me here. Hey, chick, we're going to Vegas?
We're going to Vegas. We're going to get a glass of crazy, and we're going to Vegas.
Little blackjack?
Yeah.
Blackjack.
Hit me.
I don't know how to play it, just like yelling, hit me.
Hit me.
19, hit me.
Hit me.
27, keep hit me. Take the $700. What is this, a free rum and coke? How do you guys stay in business? And I throw the dice. That's what I do.
Hit me.
I bring my own dice. I throw them anywhere I want.
Greg Hahn is here with us.
High-limit restrooms.
Oh, Greg is one of my favorite people. Now, before we get to the action, you've never met Jessica before.
Hi, Jessica.
Isn't she
Hi,
pretty?
Greg.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice blue eyes.
10.
Now, let's like you look a little bit different. You've
What's
got
going
kind
on
of
with me?
We have kind of a lumberjack shirt on that I like very much.
It's a summer theme. It is. It's very
plaid,
nice.
yes,
Thanks,
very
Josh.
nice.
Josh, madman. Is that right?
Now, your hair looks.
Shows, what's going on with this?
Your hair looks a little different.
I'm wearing a mood wig.
Oh, okay.
wig.
Nice.
Oh.
No. You got a nice set of hair up there.
Thanks.
What color is your hair today?
It's a new shade of fake. Bird's eye maple. Witness protection 22. Bozo 6. Yeah.
It's a new shade of fake.
Yeah, a little chocolate thunder.
Yeah.
What was it, Bozo 6? What'd you say?
Yeah. Bozo 9.
Bozo 6.
Oh.
I like the mood wig. That would be funny.
It's darker than normal.
It is?
Yeah, you don't
It
stick
is.
with the same fake color?
No, I don't know. I glance at it.
You just
every
get what's
now
on
and again. I keep
sale?
moving.
What is that? Looks like you're doing Elvis just before the end.
Oh, and it does not.
It's a little Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Not that dark.
Well, it's good to see you, Greg. I got a story for you.
Oh.
No, I happen to know a couple things about you. Marine Corps. What you were exiled as what?
Captain by the time I got. Man, I was
Captain?
lucky to be in the Marine. Marines are so great.
Okay.
Oh, you learn stuff. Like now, if I'm on a bad date, I just call it an airstrike on my own position.
But I happen to know that you have a couple of hobbies. You're a drummer.
Yeah, I like the drums.
You like to play the drums. As you say, bringing the thunder, I believe. is the
Right,
way
that's
you
with the
refer
double
to it.
pedal.
Sure.
For
You
drummers,
have the condo.
know that.
You
Double
have the,
bass drum.
You have the uptown condo. It's
Well,
very
my
nice.
condo is very, I designed it myself. A lot of ladies don't realize a single man designed my condo. Like the ping pong table faces the drum set. Feng shui!
Greg, how's your dating life?
Are you kidding me? It's the best. I don't mind being exclusive as long as I can date a few other girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like to get down on one knee. You know what I mean? I say, would you like to be worked into the rotation? Thank you. No, I'm dating a beautiful girl. She's lovely. She's from the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a professional clogger.
Okay.
Not a toilet she can't clog. Come on, everybody.
Come on.
Good jokes in here.
Wake up, people.
Well, that went from bad to worse very quickly.
You using the dating apps, Josh?
I'm not, no.
Come on, get in there.
They work.
It's a good time. They do. For me, it's a bloodbath.
Oh, really?
In prison, yes. I approve everybody. You know what I mean? Prosthetic head, yes. Dude in wig, close enough. Nothing.
They don't hit you back.
Bloodbath.
Like them all.
I like Josh's answer. They work. You don't want to date.
I'm not ready.
And there's somebody in your house.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
I want to tell Jessica how it works.
How does it work?
Hey, let me tell you something, Jessica. You play hard to get. I play gone for life. I got stuff with a cold shoulder. It's called scorched earth.
He's right. That's the way he does it.
I used to date this girl. I say, you want to go to dinner? She said, I'll let you know a little later. So I'll let you know right now. I already ate.
What a catch you are.
You don't like girls to play hard to get?
No, I don't tolerate it.
You don't tolerate it at all.
I'm out.
And now, what's your day like? You wake up. You wake up at your.
That's a great question. What is your day like?
You wake up at your
compound, your home.
Well, no, you live in a condo, right?
Yeah, I got the condo, I got the drum set, I got the ping pong table, the whole thing. I got the bird feeder. You want to go 4 to 1, sugar to water?
Oh, you have hummingbirds.
Water to sugar?
Yes,
yeah,
hummingbirds.
Sit out there for about 3-4 hours.
Watch the hummingbirds.
You have a lot of furniture in your place?
Not a lot of furniture. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change things around now.
Oh.
And I'm wondering, do I want to get like a full-blown, unapologetic orange shag carpet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that answers that.
Okay, good.
Well, your condo's tastefully decorated.
Not
isn't
really.
it?
It's solid colors. It looks crazy.
Oh.
It's it's pretty. It's clean. It's
Okay.
bright.
You
But I
keep
might rip the
things
carpet
clean?
out. Yeah, I keep things clean.
So you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say,
What am I? Okay, right. Compare myself to other guys. Serious guys. They have wives, kids, and whatnot. I look at myself. What are you? Some kind of genius? How's that bit go? I can't remember my bits. I got to be doing the bit to remember it.
You wake up every day and you go work out.
I walk around. I drink a little coffee, walk around. You know what I do on a show day is I hold perfectly still. I put the air conditioner on frostbite. I don't move. I never bring a date because I can't waste energy during the day. I got to
Right.
go bananas at night. You know what I mean? But if you bring a date somewhere, you're playing a comedy club. She's like, let's go to a water park or something. I got to explain to her, I am the water park at 8 o'clock tonight. Hold still. Be quiet. AC back down to 61.
We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm sure you remember what I promised everyone yesterday. We did not have time for things we learned yesterday at the end of the show.
What happened?
You talk too much in the history part.
You might have been running your trap. I'm not sure.
Thought it was a fascinating day in history. We don't know history. It'll repeat itself.
Things we learned yesterday. Well, the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay.
Tom speak. The best one we received was a woman could not think of the word menu. She asked for the food yearbook.
That was good.
I love the food yearbook. Once again, this hamburger was voted most likely to be served with French fries.
I always point to pride to my yearbook because I didn't get funniest. There was another guy at funniest.
What?
I got best sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
A little more erudite, if you
Yeah,
will.
it is.
Highbrow.
I agree.
A sense of humor, Tom.
How's Mr. Funny doing?
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
No one knows where he is, actually. He got in...
So he got out. Good for him.
Some
he made
sort
it.
of protection plan, I think, or something. Yeah. Let's see. NBA coach Chris Finch. First of all, the only NBA coach named after a bird, and he was in a collision last night, night before last, with his Minnesota Timberwolves player.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, that's awful.
And he ruptured his patella tendon.
Yikes. Poor guy.
That implies exploded, doesn't it? His knee exploded?
It implies there was a noise.
Pop.
Not funny. If you're there, I bet that hurt.
And if you watch the replay, you can see him going, fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, he hit the fudge cheer.
Yeah.
There was a mannequin at the IndyCar race that dropped on the track and run over the arm of the mannequin by a driver, but it looked like a person to me.
Sure did.
And amazingly, it landed in one of the Penske cars and pressed the booster button.
That's interesting. Is that how they got around that?
A little bit of a cheating.
Pat Godwin went over his handlebars while riding bikes with his son Jimmy yesterday.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Day before, Sunday.
Did you land on your
My knee.
Oh. And you showed it to Josh?
Josh saw it, yeah.
Yeah, bloody.
So does Jimmy have one of these electric bikes too, just like yours?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Is that right?
It's fun.
Tom. And it eliminates all the potential exercise.
No, there's a lot of exercise on them.
Tom tipped a random guitar player $20 when he was making his way into a convenience store, and he came out.
No, was getting a coffee.
Getting a coffee, and he came out, and the guy was gone. Took his $20 and left.
Hey, so, were you tipping for the songs that had been played?
No, I pulled up on three of us.
Yeah.
Little girls and me pulled up on the bikes, parked the bikes, went in and got ice cream for them. Came out and this guy was playing music. And there was a coffee shop right there, so I tipped him and then walked into the coffee shop.
Right.
Came out hoping to hear a song, and he was gone.
So you were kind of tipping for future songs.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to leave right then.
He's made his nut.
I guess that was,
He must have thought you were tipping for what he had already played.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe he thought you were around the corner.
That's my mentality when I tip a busker. Oh, I enjoyed what you just did.
That's my
I'm gonna
mentality.
tip you for it.
I agree.
Sorry.
Not, I'm paying for you to stay here.
Just seemed somewhat abrupt.
It's $10 a night at the halfway house, then you got another 10 for dinner.
He's a good player. He had a great crowd.
Nice.
You got the coffee people. All the tables were full outside. You've got the ice cream people. They were all full.
It is fun. He may have had a figure in mind of what I need to make today so I can leave. And
you took him over the top.
Yeah.
Remember what he's playing?
He was playing. It sounded to me like he was an excellent instrumentalist.
Oh, okay.
Very, very good. I hope to see him again, and I'll maybe sit down and get my money's worth.
Do you watch? You don't watch Ted Lasso, do you?
I watched the first season
because there was a busker on Ted Lasso that he found, and the guy's great. He plays he's like a one-man band. He plays.
It ended up bringing him to an awards thing. Yeah,
he ended up being on the show.
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is, one of the best singer-songwriters out there right now is busking all over London.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Paul
Ed
McCartney's
Sheeran?
son, or
Ed Sheeran?
Oh,
what?
Oh,
yeah, Ed Sheeran, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, he was
down on his luck, huh?
Love me. Applaud me.
He's out there just showing up at Subways and stuff?
No, that's how he was discovered.
Oh.
I thought you meant now.
I thought you meant now he's out busking.
Well, probably he only makes about $1 million a show.
Did anybody else think that?
No, it was presented to us as though he were out there now.
That's what threw us.
The most jejune listener would have.
Well, you're just all stupid. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Season 2 of MILF Manor's up and running, and of course, our president of Crappy TV, Ace, is watching that.
And what's the premise of the show again?
6 women.
Right.
Go to a resort. Looking for love.
Right.
Looking for love.
6 young men show up, and they are the sons of these women.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the idea is, but
the idea is to not.
They don't blind. You're not going to blindfold them when they at random end up in bed with their son.
No,
that'd be a great show.
Well, that takes all the risk out of it, doesn't it? The dramatic
Daddy,
tension.
you're not good enough for my son.
Mom, stay out of this. I'm banging her.
Yeah.
What a wonderful program.
I don't know. I think the possibility of a mom kissing her son is that's what drives the show, I would think.
Kinda. It's that undercurrent of
something that creeped me out. The first season was they had to identify their son's underwear.
Oh, come on.
and the one mother said, I already know he doesn't wear underwear. So.
Stop talking about this and turning me on.
And now we're going to identify our son's underwear.
And what was it? Was it in the 50s that someone referred to as television as
a vast wasteland?
A vast wasteland. Boy, they nailed that.
Wasn't that the medium, the message guy? What is
no, I think it was earlier than that.
I want to say Gordon McRae, but that's not right.
No,
McLuhan, it wasn't
not Marshall McLuhan. I don't think it was Gordon McRae. Gordon and Sheila McRae, of course.
I do watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I enjoy that.
Yeah. Many people do, Chick.
I know.
I've never watched it.
Not for me, but
this is she lances boils and drains them on television.
Yeah, and people. You can get I don't know if you still can, but it was a game.
A home game?
You can?
A game where you can, you squeeze, you fill it up with sebum, and you squeeze it at home yourself.
People find that very satisfying.
Yes, interesting and satisfying, yeah.
I mean, popping a zit is great, but I mean...
No.
Not these zits.
You put alcohol on them and let them dry out.
No, I once had a really elaborate thing I had to set up.
Where was this located? On your ass? The head of your crank?
I had a thing on my back, and in order to get it, I had to take...
what? Barbecue tongs?
No. Like the channel lock pliers.
A loofah.
Those real long ones.
Right.
And then
You did not.
Oh, I did so. And I put tape, adhesive... what is it called?
Duct.
No, the
electrical
white tape, like used on a
masking tape.
Yes, no, the stuff used on a wound. So
okay.
To take the sort of
gauze
metal out, and then
Take the bite out of the channel locks?
Yeah, you're right. And then I had to kind of reach around and
squeeze it with channel locks.
they were real because that was the only way I could reach it.
Did it work?
Yeah. But it was incredibly disgusting.
Yeah, I'm with you, Christy. You leave that one alone.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I mean you could actually hear it.
Or go to the doctor.
Take care of itself.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Have your lover do it.
I don't know what it was. It was something.
That just doesn't seem like you.
Well, it was bothering me, and I
don't see
quite
you
elaborate.
or any of your family with any sort of imperfection.
Series of mirrors.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
I was like, now you're going to go up to one of your buddies and go, hey, can you
help me
spear this thing?
My buddy's sister used to pop his zits all the time.
Oh.
I'd be sitting there just hanging out with him, and she'd just be working on him.
Oh.
Brother,
she
sister,
loved it.
huh?
Yeah, she loved it.
Oh, that sounds like a companion show to MILF Manor.
If I had a zit, she would have popped mine. You know what I mean?
She was one of these people.
Yeah,
that
just loved
really
it.
On his back or
neck and face sometimes. Yeah, I mean,
would she wear eye protection?
No.
Oh, God.
No. She had long nails, so she could really get them.
She could really get
I
in
am
there.
so blessed I don't have that acne issue. Ugh.
We're still reviewing what we learned on yesterday's show. Is that correct?
I asked Tom just out of nowhere if he has a shredder at home, and he answered in the affirmative. And not only that, but really loves it.
He loves the one here, the big one.
The big one here. That's the one. The one here is a what's the word I'm looking for? It stands up on its own. It's not like a desktop. It is a serious
freestanding shredder.
It's the size of a small dishwasher.
Is it like 4 feet tall or whatever?
Yeah, it's great.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And you said it would shred credit cards?
Yep, absolutely. But Ace said he jammed. What did you jam it with, Ace?
An envelope from a certain company.
Okay, an envelope.
The IRS.
Okay.
It was.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're one of those guys who wants to send the IRS pennies, aren't you?
Yeah, come get it. That's what I.
Oh, they will. They'll come get you. By the way,
I'm not too scared.
What is that? Tin
I'm
Man?
on the up and up.
Isn't it Danny DeVito and Richard Dreyfuss? Tin and Danny DeVito's. Oh, like the IRS is waiting for my money to come and fix their roads, and they show up the next scene.
And that is a fine impression. That's exactly how he sounds in that movie.
Yeah, he has a weird Baltimore accent or whatever it is.
We found out on yesterday's show about this is interesting to me that if you're in Las Vegas on the Strip, there are these stores that look like they're selling pot. They have big marijuana leaves and stuff in their windows, but it's actually
just hemp.
There's no THC in it, and they're scamming. People are starting to get the word out that if you're in Vegas, that's not it's not legal weed, which is legal in Nevada, but not there. So don't be fooled by that. And it's like, I mean, I suppose if you're in Vegas, you should know. You know, you're like the stripper doesn't really love you. By the way, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with the pot.
There's a lot of faux going on in Vegas.
Yeah.
And that wraps up what we learned yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But we never did find out. We were kind of wondering, why do they not want marijuana sold on the Strip? And is it because they don't want the clientele to be too high?
Maybe.
You don't want to be playing blackjack and the dealer goes, hit me, and the guy goes, oh, I want to hit.
You think that would be grounds for getting your money back if you were too high to go in and play? Think that works into it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
They probably tried that. I'm too drunk to. No, in Vegas, will they do that if you're totally intoxicated? Will they say, hey, look, you want
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a point at which they go, maybe it's time you went home?
Yes.
Yep. A lot of dealers are pretty good about that.
Yeah, they are.
You put your feet up on the table?
No, but I mean, would they say, hey, look, mister, maybe this isn't your day?
Mm-hmm.
Might want to head out of here.
I love the dealers. Sometimes will just coach the whole table.
Yeah, they
You
will.
don't want to do that. I mean, they'll just tell you.
Yeah.
I love that too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just be curious why they've passed that rule. If they think the people are stoned, they won't gamble as much. If there's or if it's just the liquor lobby trying to sell more booze.
That might be closer to the. You don't seem like a guy who would play blackjack, Tom. It doesn't. It seems.
I am not good at any card game.
Really?
You can't.
Me neither.
Not even Uno. You can't.
Why
really
is that?
Pay
You just-
attention.
My 8-year-old beats me at Uno all the time. I can't focus. I don't.
It's
know
the
what to do.
reverse card, isn't it? They wait till the last minute to play the reverse.
Don't they? Oh.
Man.
I
Or
just,
the one with the 4 where you have to draw 4 and the wild card. Ugh.
Yeah. We were talking about shredders because we had the guy the kid that put together a 10,000 yen bill that had been shredded.
Oh, and he glued it back together.
It took him several weeks. Yeah. We figured out ended up paying him about 20 cents an hour by the time it was all cleared.
Yeah, it was $687 or something, wasn't it?
$65.
$65.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now it's time to move forward. And in today's news,
quickly, we've got a Ace Cosby for review joke of the day. I want to see if he likes this. This is contributed by a gentleman named Joe in Michigan.
Are you going to give it to Ace?
I'm gonna do it.
So hang on, we'll have to re-sing the song then.
Okay.
Hang on. So it'll be, who's that?
Chick.
Sexy man with a deep voice, Chick McGee. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with the deep voice? Chick McGee. Here he is with Chick's joke of the day.
Somebody broke into my house and stole all my fruit. While they were inside, they ripped the 5th month out of my desk calendar. Now I'm dismayed.
That was Chick McGee's joke of the day.
Wow, that was bad.
Same Ace flavor?
Very much so.
I like that joke.
You did.
It's a joke you would tell, Ace.
No.
Yes, it is. No, he said.
That's a nice joke.
And even an homage to your fruit joke.
Right.
Yeah, I'm peachless.
Little tip of the hat there.
Yeah,
You're peachless.
Works.
Peachless.
Peachless works. Okay.
Works.
All right. Thank you very much.
Real quick, coming up in sports, we've got NBA action last night. I'll give you a hint. Lakers are out, and speculation is running rampant. Was that LeBron's last game for the Lakers? And no, was that his last game in the NBA? But the Lakers have said they are open to drafting Bronny and complete. LeBron has said it's his dream to play with his son.
That'd be cool.
On the NBA.
Boy, wouldn't they really clear the payroll though if they just didn't have LeBron back?
Yeah, they'd be able to do a lot of interesting things.
Yes.
Yeah, they would.
That's the move.
Yeah. And
they want to sell tickets.
And the rumor is, I don't know if this is just a negative guy or whatever, but Bronny's nowhere near NBA ready. That's the scuttlebutt, I guess. Let's see. The Celtics win in Miami last night. Oklahoma City wraps up their it's a 4-game sweep over the Pels, and we have a world record featuring David Rush. But now I'm going to tell you about
what?
Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. Make your compound secure and have peace of mind with Simply Safe. They have sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, and more. Indoor and outdoor high-def cameras to keep watch over your property 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And backed by professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. And Simply Safe can help stop crime in real time with professional monitors by talking to intruders through the wireless indoor camera. They will tell them police are on their way and you are being recorded. No contract, 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe is risk-free. So, Simply Safe has given us and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind. And we want you to have it too. And now get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That is simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Also coming up, a little toddler said there were monsters in his bedroom. And actually, he was kind of right.
Oh.
We're going to find out about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM.
Yeah, we're actually gonna play. We're gonna play our current single. This is "Come Back to Me."
Okay, cool. All right. Wow.
Excellent job. Thank you very much.
Super. You guys are well rehearsed.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
All coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy and Pat, Josh, Ace, John Boy.
We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces.
Marianne, I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Yes, sir. You had your hand raised.
The highlight of yesterday's show to me was a true story told by Josh Arnold later in the show. So I'm going to ask you to repeat this true tale from your fishing story from the previous weekend in which you went with your brothers. And we live in a world right now consumed by elections. If you're watching any TV, depending on where you live right now, there are probably a lot of ads for plaintiffs' attorneys and people running for office and plaintiffs' attorneys running for office. But you had an unusual encounter, and I enjoyed the story so much. Would you mind?
Sure. My brothers and I were part of a bass tournament last weekend, and we were at the big check-in event. So there were hundreds of people in line to register for things and get swag bags. And this guy was walking around, and he was asking people to sign his petition because he was hoping to get on the ballot to be a third-party candidate for the presidency.
Gotcha.
And
of the United States.
That's right. And he came up and he said, hey, would you mind signing this? I said, I'd be happy to. He said, are you registered to vote in Missouri? I said, oh, my gosh, I'm not. And so I thought I would be a bit of a punk. And I looked at my two brothers and I said, no, but they are, and they'll happily sign that for you. And they were like, geez, whatever. But they agreed. They were like, hey, you know what? The more the merrier on the ballot. Why not?
Sure.
Who cares? So they fill out all the information, their address, their home address, their names, their emails and stuff.
And I'm talking to the guy. I go, so how's this going? He goes, well, I think it'll be all right. I don't know that I'll actually make it on the ballot, but, people are signing. I go, well, good for you, man. That's great. And he goes, I'm a telepath. And I said, oh, is that right? And I realized this guy was being completely serious.
Oh, is that right?
Now, a telepath in this case means what?
Can communicate with people mentally, not with nonverbal mental communication.
Right. But his particular...
as far as I know, he kicked it up a notch.
He did. And he goes, I'm a telepath. And I said, oh, is that right? And he said, yeah, I can speak to people through the television. And
this guy's serious.
Yes. He said March Madness was big for me because I was able to reach a lot of college kids with my message.
Has he reached you, Chick? You watch a lot of TV.
Not reached me yet.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
I said, okay, well, good luck to you. And he walked off, and I looked at my brothers, and I said, that guy has your home address.
Oh, God.
And they were already mad at me.
I love the fact that the guy believes this is what I'm saying.
Can you imagine him knocking on your brother's door? Hey, I got your message. You okay? Everything all right?
Yeah. By the way, can I sleep here?
Yeah, and here's a bag of ice. Oh, you told me you needed a bag of ice.
But so, Chick, he hasn't reached you through your television, but other spheres of thought have penetrated you through your television.
Oh,
more insidious.
Oh,
less subtle. But
I'll text my brothers later and ask if they've received.
They've heard from him.
I just love that story. It reminds me of this true tale.
A new study says that people who think they've seen a UFO or a space alien appear to be just as intelligent and psychologically healthy as other people.
So people who see UFOs aren't just like weirdos?
No.
We have a caller here.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yes, Bob and Tom.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Benjamin Johnson. I'm a noted lawyer, and I'm proud to say that I've seen UFOs, and I'm glad that finally a report has come out letting people know that we're not abnormal or lunatics. We're just everyday people like yourselves that have seen UFOs.
Have you ever been aboard a UFO?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
You have?
It abducted me and took me up for a little ways, and it seemed to perform some type of experiment. I don't really know exactly what it was, but I just want people to know that I'm not a lunatic. This is something that happened, and people should be a little more open-minded. And we should all just try to get along and not imply that we're lunatics. Just because we happen to have seen
So obviously, you said you're an attorney.
Yes, I'm an attorney of law. Offices.
Okay, so now with the UFO, did you encounter this somewhere between your office and where you live?
Well, no, I was visiting a client.
Yeah.
I was just on my way back home that
So
evening.
was this a rural area where you were picked up then?
Oh, I was out in the country. I'd say probably about 5
I see.
just outside the county line.
Well, we can tell by just talking with you that this has had no effect on you.
Well,
That you're
thank
perfectly
God
normal.
We'll finally realize we're just people like you are. And there's anyway.
I see. Well,
Would you hang on just a second?
Sure.
Hang on, I'll be off the phone in a minute, Timmy. Fellas?
Yeah.
I'm going to go. My leprechaun's calling.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. There you go. So a UFO passenger, he's okay. Everything.
You know who he reminds me of is the fabulous Charlie Callas.
Yes, he does.
Wah, wah, wah.
And 45 minutes of that.
I'd pay. I'd go.
Charlie Callas was also a very fine jazz drummer.
Yes, he was. He was amazing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Always wore nice tux.
And really close friends with Jerry Lewis.
I don't know if it's generational. I just find that guy hilarious.
I saw him on a highlight last night with, I forget what song they were singing, but it was one of those 70s reviews they'd have on ABC, it seemed like, all the time. It was John Davidson, Karen Carpenter, Charlie Callas, B. Arthur. They were all dancing and singing.
The variety show.
Yeah, much like a couple days ago when we...
Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it round.
Disco baby.
disco, baby. That's the fabulous Paul Lynde.
Of course. And then we did the mashup.
Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it round. Mr. Sister.
Was that Charlie Callas?
It could have been.
My ex-father-in-law hired Charlie Callas for a whole show.
No
in
way.
Miami, yeah.
What do you know what he charges?
It was $10,000.
Whoa.
So Callas came to this guy's house?
It was by the pool.
Oh, no. Did he have a PA system or something?
Yeah, he had
Was he good?
It was rough.
So he was just doing stuff there by the pool, huh?
For 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you've done horrible gigs before. If you're not on a stage with proper lighting and the right atmosphere, if you're by the pool.
Charlie took the 10K. Yeah.
45 minutes.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know this was going to happen, but it affords me the opportunity. I'd like to announce my pool tour 2024 is coming up this summer around various pools around the country. $10,000 plus airfare and a hotel.
Well, that was back in the day. I think you got to go 15.
Oh, yeah, 15
something.
for you.
$20,000 for
plus
airfare and a pool and a hotel room, and I'm at your pool for 45 minutes, and I will be nice. I promise.
Yeah, we can all talk about the worst gigs of all time.
No, God.
We've all had bad ones.
I think
if you're ever setting something up and the hotel or whatever it is, no matter how nice it is, says, "Oh, we've got a good PA," they don't.
It's the in-house speakers in the ceiling PA.
Yeah, that always the mics never work.
I was in a dunk
poor
tank.
craftsman blames his tools, don't they?
Oh yeah.
I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, okay. You should have been the one where Chick and I were no stage, bad mics, no warning.
I was in a dunk tank all day. And the next couple days, I was never so sore. My entire body ached because every time you'd tense up, every time they'd throw the ball, it was like for 7 hours.
Is it hard to get back up on that chair?
Oh, yeah.
Seems like that would be so tiring.
7 hours.
You need a better lawyer.
Yeah,
coming up.
I was stupid.
Coming up, we have a Charlie Callas tribute.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Charlie is, it's going to be worth the wait. Also, coming up in the news, we have some very exciting stuff today, including another loose zebra. People are tired of long movies. We have David Rush. Don't hurry, David. Don't rush. And we have another boat hitting a bridge. This time a little differently.
Yeah.
Nobody's hurt. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook.
Hi, everybody. We're at the Indiana State Fair at the Dairy Bar, my favorite stop, my first stop here today, because we had to get some delicious shakes. While I was waiting for Josh to get here, I noticed that I probably am skewing the median age. On an off day at the fair in the middle of the week, it's either 80 or 5.
Yeah. Either way, there are a lot of strollers. And we're eating some milkshake. Christy got the chocolate. I got the vanilla. Should we do that thing where we do the flavor kiss, and get a mix?
Oh, what do you mean? I thought you were going to do like we were married and do this.
Oh yeah. I'm now going to sell this spoon on eBay to the creepiest listener because this was in Christy's mouth.
That is so. Okay, so Josh, we're about to walk into the Midway at the Indiana State Fair, and I know we should probably ride a ride together.
I want to ride the Crazy Mouse. I want to ride the log flume.
No, I can't ride those.
Why not? Are you afraid?
Yeah. The only thing I like is the Ferris wheel.
No, that's the only thing I'm terrified of. We're not riding the Ferris wheel.
We gotta ride the Ferris wheel.
You're never going to get me on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I genuinely do not like this. Oh my God, you hear it?
Fine.
Oh, we're stopped. We are stopped.
Look at this lovely view. We can see the Coliseum.
Oh man.
You can see the track where they, have some racing. And
I'm sure.
You can see the Midway. What a beautiful.
I can see downtown.
You can see downtown. That's right.
Oh, I can't take it. I don't know. I mean, there might be one way to relax a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm just grateful that you decided to ride this with me. I don't know, maybe we're stuck up here. We haven't seen you move for a while. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I hate the way it moves. I can't take it. I feel like we are going down.
we are. See? Now we're going back out. Very nice.
We are swaying far too much.
We are not swaying, Josh.
Ooh.
We are not. All right. Oh, we're done.
Oh, damn it.
Josh, I'm really sorry. I had no idea that that really would get to you like that. You know what I'll do? Since you did that for me, I'm going to ride one of your rides. Oh, you really like that, didn't I? Maybe I shouldn't do that. No, I don't really want... I'm backtracking. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. Since you've never been here before, Josh, we're on the shuttle.
Yeah.
This is the, powered by a tractor. If you're really into tractors and you've never been to the state fair, since I have to leave soon, you ought to go to Pioneer Village because there's a great John Deere exhibit.
Okay.
Also on the other side, the FFA has a wonderful little barn, and they've got little goats and little sheep and these really cool Indian cattle or something. And you can feed them carrots, and they're just adorable. There's also the Department of Natural Resources. You can see some pretty interesting things.
Oh, I'm going to see all of it.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, you've got all these wonderful food vendors that we haven't even hit on. I mean, what do we get? Pork chop?
I'm not too worried about that. I think I'm going to stick with stick with most of the
We pretty much ate a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the things I can see.
Oh, made it. All right. Give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Hey, everybody. This is Todd Snyder, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ship shape.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Purchase a 24-karat gold-dipped rose and get upgraded with one of Steven Singer Jewelers' rose scents. For how much? Free. That's right, but that ends today. So go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Grissom.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Don't bogart those dice, my friend. Pass them over to me. This is why stoners can't play craps, Christy. They're too stoned. Once again, the pot stores on the Strip in Vegas aren't selling real marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. So don't get ripped off. It's a big problem, and we're here to help you.
Okay.
Now, we
got a letter, Tom.
Okay, is this about Charlie Callas?
No, not yet. Hey, idiots! I'm writing from just south of Michigan, South Bend, Indiana. The other day, I asked my wife to pick me up a new exfoliating cloth for showering, but I couldn't think of the words, so I asked her for more skin sandpaper.
Perfectly valid.
It's about what it is, yeah.
Tom has hit a nerve not being able to find the words sometimes. It
happens to everybody.
Suffers from
It's
that.
important to exfoliate, gentlemen.
That's right.
Yeah, it is. Do you exfoliate, Tom?
Keeps your skin fresh.
No, I
need
use
to
soap and
exfoliate.
water.
Okay.
Do you use a washcloth?
Yeah?
Oh.
Is that the same?
Well, then you're exfoliating.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You're doing what you need to do.
Yeah, you're
okay.
fine. What about up the old, take the washcloth?
Yeah, do you washcloth that?
Up the old...
did you get in there with it?
No, I
Can we
have.
talk about
I
something
have.
else?
I think you should.
Hygiene, Christy.
I have my leprechaun
Do that?
do a quick shave and bath talc after each major transaction. I do my I'd wash.
Knowing you, if you did, you'd get rid of the washcloth
You'd throw
right
it
away.
away.
Yeah, I don't know how you could.
Oh, you never reuse a washcloth. Are you kidding?
From each shower, you don't hang it up and let it dry? And
I hang it up, let it dry, but I don't use it again.
right in the
Yeah,
washer.
I think a washcloth is a one-use.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Oh, it's all the E. coli that you've just coated it in.
If you mean
having babies in the cloth, I mean
one use, if you mean once a month, that's the way I do it. That's the way I run my house.
No, there was a time. Now, we were talking about obscure sounds because we were talking about the lunatic that Josh met that has, what is it, telepathy?
Well, I don't think we should judge the man.
I'm judging him. He's an
running
idiot.
for president, and he's a telepath, and he speaks to people through the television.
But not by running advertisements about his policies, but just he thinks he's got some kind of extra power that...
He's
Who are we to judge?
maybe
We
he
don't
does,
know.
yeah.
He's telepathic.
He is telepathic.
But that led us to a discussion of Charlie Callas, a semi-obscure comedian from the sort of the 60s and early 70s. Would appear on TV. Famous for making sounds like what, Pat Godwin? Yeah, we have one of the few tributes here in the Bob and Tom program, and here it is.
America is mourning the loss of one of her greatest comedic talents.
Oh, yeah.
And Bob and Tom Show Records wants to honor his memory with this incredible collection of his most hilarious moments. It's the best of Callas. You'll get Charlie Callas's funniest noises and craziest sounds. Who could forget this? Or this? What about this kooky noise? Whoa. And would any Charlie Callas compilation be complete without this hilarious bit? Or this one? We'll also toss in this rare audio of Charlie sitting in with Texas rockers ZZ Top. And Pink Floyd fans can finally hear this rare, never-released early demo recording of Charlie Callas in the studio during the making of Dark Side of the Moon. The best of Callas from Bob and Tom Records. Order yours now by calling this number that Charlie's dialing. 888 8. It must be toll free. 1. It doesn't seem right. Was that a 5 or a 6? I don't know what the hell he's doing now. You know what? Just order it online.
God, that's so great.
I think he was in a couple of Jerry Lewis movies, I think. But other than that,
When you see him, you recognize him immediately.
yeah, he was variety show guy.
In a limited manner, those things are absolutely hilarious. After a while, like anything else, they wear out their welcome, much like we do. Hello.
Hi.
Now we'll get back to something dumber.
We're here again. NBA last night.
Don't you wish you could make some of those noises?
Some are, they're just so insane.
It'd be great during some really, solemn, one of those, like some religious thing, and all of a sudden,
you were recently telling me about, and you don't have to say his name, I don't remember it, but a comedian that you used to work with in the 90s, and he was sort of a rubber-faced man. And
Terry Rubber-Faced Gillespie.
Oh, so you're just coming right out of it.
Yeah, I don't care.
So he apparently would just come out and like grab his cheeks and lips, and he would just manipulate his rubbery face for
the first 7 minutes. Yeah.
So what? You go, hi, I'm Terry Rubberface Gillespie. Here we go.
Yeah, and then he would pull his cheeks out so far. Seriously, they came out like this.
Ew.
And so he was, and he had a big gap tooth. So
and you said people often weren't laughing. He would just continue doing this.
Yes. He did it for a long time. His best lines were on his face.
Oh, dear.
Oh, hey, we got Rubberface next week. Going to be a big weekend.
I've got to see him.
Big weekend.
Yeah,
he was a hard-working comedian, though. I mean,
well, that's good. Yeah. I'm sure he found moderate success or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
do what you can.
Christy, can you make any cool sounds?
No.
Come on.
Really?
No, I can't make
Just
any
try to
cool
make
sound.
a weird, silly sound.
Come on. We're not going to mock you. Go ahead. We will not judge.
What about?
Can you purr?
That's good. Can I purr?
Yeah, like a kitten.
No.
What about
moaning?
Go do this.
I can moan.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You can moan?
Yeah. Try that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Rah, rah,
No, it doesn't really have it. It sounded forced.
I can't. Because
I don't think.
That's not what I do.
I don't think girls in general don't do
I
that.
bet there's a young woman out there that can do everything.
Charlie Callas can do
sure.
it?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure there are, but
I don't know about that.
Why don't they?
I don't know.
You don't see enough women just walking around.
Talk about a guy's girl. Huh?
Yeah. You do a thing where you kind of pat your front, lift your leg, and sorry.
Make the broom handle thing. Wah, 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 wah.
Is that what you guys are looking for?
Absolutely. The dumber, the better. The stupider.
Okay.
Please do me.
Oh, I farted.
See,
stuff like that.
I love all kinds of comedy. There's a sort of a hierarchy among comedians that, oh my God, he's a prop comic, blah. They're so they're such idiots. The prop comics are fantastic. If who's the premier?
Carrot Top.
He's probably Carrot Top.
Real funny.
Yes.
Very funny.
Incredibly funny.
Yes. Guitar comics. There are no bad types of comedians.
If you're making it funny,
yes.
I think I think Letterman and Leno hated guitar comics and almost never had them on. And I think that might have been two things: the royalty problems with music, and I think a lot of them, as they were coming up, got blown off stage by guys with guitars like you, Pat.
Oh.
And there was a bias against them. But hey, if it's funny, it's funny.
Yes, exactly.
If you can get up there and make faces,
I would laugh at that Gillespie fella. I know I would.
He was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. And not laugh at, you know what I mean? I would enjoy it.
Not in a hipster.
No, I would enjoy whatever he was doing.
Not the cynical hipster comedians in the back of the crowd waiting to get more coke.
Some of the physical comedians that I'm familiar with, like Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy, I bet they do great little voice things like that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Kate McKinnon will always do weird voices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, coming up, do you like being tickled, Christy?
No.
Chick, do you like being tickled?
I am ticklish, but I don't remember the last time I was ticklish.
Yes, I am.
Tickled.
Oh. Is there one spot in particular?
Under the armpits.
That can be very ticklish.
I thought you were going to say the underside of my tail.
My tail. I don't have a tail.
Shark belly?
The problem
very,
is,
very ticklish.
well, coming up, we have tickling in the bedroom. And a survey of folks who like it and what exactly they like. Ladies and gentlemen, that's coming up. What's coming up in sports?
NBA playoffs last night. David Rush and a world record, and the Kelsey brothers make news yesterday. We'll talk about it.
All right. Now the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. We all carry around different types of stress, big and small, and therapy can be extremely helpful when some of those stresses start to affect us negatively. Therapy can be your safe space, and that space can be a lot more accessible thanks to BetterHelp. What am I talking about? I'm talking about accessing therapy online by using professionals, and here's how it works. You go online to betterhelp.com/BT show, and you take a little kind of a quiz, little questionnaire, and you'll be matched with one of some 35,000 therapists out there. By the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. And then the therapy itself is done online, so it's a lot less time consuming. You don't have to drive across town. And you can also do it the way you want. So it's about convenience and flexibility when it comes to therapy, because you can do it in the convenience, or I should say in the privacy of wherever you happen to be. You can use your phone, you can use your laptop, you can use your desktop, you can do it with the camera on, camera off, like you're having a phone conversation. You can even text back and forth. It's all up to you. And if you'd like to access therapy, give it a shot with BetterHelp. Once again, you'll find him at betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part, that'll knock 10% off your first month. So start feeling better. Once again, BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. It's all about convenience and flexibility. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show, of course, brought to you by BetterHelp. Now, as we mentioned, we have Loose Zebras. We got a weird mystery song. We talked about this a while back. People were trying to figure out what this song was. They got it. They figured it out. We're going to talk about it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning. It is Bob and Tom Radio, and for a limited time, the Q95 pop-up shop is open with limited edition Q95 rock and race gear. Head to Q95.com and look for the Q95 pop-up shop. It's just that simple, and you can be wearing some really cool Indy 500 race T-shirts and gear. Again, check out that pop-up shop at Q95.com. Look for the Q95 pop-up shop. And again, Q95, the flagship station for the Bob and Tom Show in Indianapolis, Indiana, where the Indianapolis 500 is going to happen May 26th. Get your gear now, Q95.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Jamal Murray, 32 points last night despite a strained left calf, and sank the game-winning shot with 3.6 seconds left as the defending NBA champion Nuggets bounced LeBron James and the Laker from the playoffs 108-106. Derek White had 38, Jason Tatum 20 and 10 rebounds. Celtics beat the Heat 102-88.
Hello and welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious Show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes?
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Oh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere. But I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like... Kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him is kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Huh. Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. There's a light switch there, and she'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller. It's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller, it's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. She does use it to get rid of the garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
Make sandcastles.
That's right. Is that why?
This is because they figure the sandcastle is the perfect metaphor for their life. They work hard, build something, and then a woman comes along and it gets washed away.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Good morning. What day is it? Oh, Tuesday.
Yeah.
2 for Tuesday, Tom.
Taco Tuesday?
Twice as nice. Taco Tuesday, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Mexican restaurants do have a spike on a Tuesday. I bet they do. They must.
I would hope
probably,
so.
Right? Yeah. They'd have to. More tacos on Tuesday than any other
Tom,
day?
I forget. Are you a crunchy or a soft?
It depends. Depends on the mood.
Have you ever had what Taco Bell calls a double decker? Where they take a crunchy shell and they coat it in refried beans and then they put a soft taco around that.
Do they still have that?
I have not had that.
I think they do.
And other restaurants will do this too, and it's really wonderful.
Really
a
good.
soft taco shell around the hard taco.
First
shell.
place I saw it was a place called Taco John's in the upper Midwest, and they I don't know if they call it. I forget what they called it, but it was same deal.
Taco John's is good.
Taco John's is great.
Yes.
I look forward to that on Con.
Did you guys have Del Taco?
We did not.
No, but I'm aware of it.
We had them in St. Louis, and the thing about them was you could get, it was all taco, like Mexican food, except you could get French fries. They had crinkle cut fries. The
interesting thing about Del Taco, the guy who started that was used to be a blackjack dealer in Vegas.
Del?
That's absolutely.
None of this is true.
Rumor.
No, some of that is true.
Yeah. Tacos, I've very rarely had a bad taco.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I know you didn't care for goat tacos.
Oh, well, yeah. Some guys, I was at some fancy place, tried the goat taco, and it tasted like it tasted kind of like a beef taco that had been coated in turpentine. It had
Why would they do that?
There was a certain something that was tasted A, poisonous, and B, terrible. So I don't recommend
Now,
that.
Taco Tuesday at your house, is it ground beef? Is it chicken? Is it shredded beef? What do you go with?
Usually it's chicken and beef. You have the option.
That's very nice.
And we also do the optional hard taco or soft taco.
Oh, nice.
Lately I've been going with the soft taco.
Yeah. I mean,
I
they
think
both.
it's my sensitive palate.
They both. Yes, you got to be careful.
Now, do you have flour tortillas or corn soft tacos?
I vary, but
No kidding.
typically the flour lately.
Yeah, flour. I can't do
the
that.
little mini ones.
Yeah. Little street taco ones.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're
you get
called
them
street tacos.
No,
guys.
burrito size, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
And that butter lettuce.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
are
good.
really onto the butter lettuce right now, aren't you?
The name
Now,
has to help.
When you say you are really on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but I'd like it. It's
That was a perfect name for that stuff. Butter. I mean, that's going to sell.
Yeah.
You call it something sugar lettuce, people are going to buy more of it.
Yes.
Yeah, butter, good.
Yeah.
What about
You could have a butter sugar broccoli, and kids would go, I love this.
Yes.
what about an unattractive woman? Butter face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have you heard that term, Christy?
Yeah.
She's got a great body, butter face. Yeah, and then you kind of let it linger.
That just
there.
took all the
That wasn't
all
nice.
the momentum.
No, I'm not. I don't use that term.
I've also heard Bengal. She's got a Bengal uniform. Great uniform, ugly helmet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've heard that.
How did we get from a lovely discussion about the great taste of butter to
ugly
Butter
women?
lettuce.
I
this
don't
is
know.
awful. This is
So you
terrible.
put butter lettuce on your tacos? You don't go with the shredded?
No, I do not. The shredded lettuce tends to fall away. I don't like it.
I might
There are two things I hate: shredded lettuce, and I hate nothing more than crushed ice. I
You
can't stand
hate
it.
shredded lettuce?
Crushed ice should be illegal. Oh no!
Why?
Here's an ice that'll cool your drink for 20 seconds and then turn into water.
You know what?
You like a nice
You've got a
cube,
great
right?
point. That's interesting.
I wish I could have convinced someone else of that.
And you can't. You need a.
That's right. I have an ice machine at my house that makes crushed ice. That's right. I'll admit it.
Only crushed ice?
That's correct.
You can't choose.
No.
Between barrel and crushed.
No, you have your choice of water or crushed ice.
Oh, that doesn't make
Man.
I wish I'd known that when I bought that thing.
You know, you can't eat tacos while you're driving. I think they
No,
tend to be
you
a little
can't.
Very difficult.
Very.
No, I'll admit it.
That's why you go with the burrito.
Oh, I've tried.
That's why I always get the soup.
Yes. Good more gazpacho.
Oh, yeah,
I've had burritos while driving, Christy. Yeah. Now you got to be careful there
You
because
got to have the wrap at the end.
Yeah, it'll leak.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times hardworking police officers come up to the scene of a fatal accident and looked in the car. Oh, I guess the burrito took him out. Couldn't steer.
Well, he's covered in nachos. I think we have our answer.
I wonder
Sure,
how
it's
many.
sad, but-
You're right.
If we'll ever have an accurate accounting of how many mishaps, small or otherwise, are caused by texting.
So many. But you're right.
So
Oh,
many.
yeah.
Right now.
I think it would be real difficult to. I mean, you can look at the phone and tell, when it happened or whatever. But man,
many.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by your Taco Tuesday, though.
Why is that?
So there's nothing, I hate to say normal about it. Like, you shredded lettuce. Do you put cheese on your tacos?
Yes, there's a little bowl of cheese, and I will take a little teeny amount and sprinkle it on.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Butter
I tend to go
lettuce.
heavy with the guac.
Oh, okay. That's
Do
good.
you make it yourself?
Got to be careful. Lime
No.
can ruin a good guac. Too much lime.
But I got in trouble last week because I put the wrong spoon in the guac.
Now that's, Tom. Boy,
Wrong spoon in the guac.
you're among friends. I mean, we will.
Do you need a safe house?
Yeah, we
you can blink
will.
at it.
So
I have a cow.
you can't put the
I got to guess.
salsa spoon into the guac.
That
And if
makes
you
sense.
do, you have to get up and go get 2 new spoons.
Well, that's because the salsa gets in the guac.
I admit it.
I am right. I'm sorry. I do agree.
That's like
However,
mix-
I'm really not
mixing
telling the
dressing.
truth. That's not what happened.
You
I
can't
took-
cross-contaminate.
No, I took the guac, threw it in my taco, then took the guac spoon, put it in my mouth, and licked it clean, and put it back on the table, and I got caught.
He knew he was doing something wrong, and he got caught.
Why would you do that?
I wasn't thinking. You know how it is. I have trouble thinking anyway. Thinking, talking, obeying the rules.
Have a conversation.
Putting my napkin on my lap on time.
Putting my napkin on my lap on time.
You can't let it sit there.
Do you get told, does anyone at your house mention how loudly you eat?
Only constantly.
Yeah.
And we wonder why he comes in here and tyrannicals us around.
Just goes wild.
Yeah. Because he can't do it at home.
Right.
Here's Tom eating.
It's not true.
It is true.
That is true.
Just like you're in prison.
Like you just got out of prison.
Do you remember the morning Tom's feelings?
I only get time in the yard.
Tom's feelings were a little hurt. He felt a little betrayed. He told us, my youngest daughter told on me for slurping my soup. Mom, Dad slurping his soup.
It's unbelievable.
He looked really betrayed.
Kids will rat you out, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, mine, that's all they do. They just sit there waiting.
And they will also kick your ass. A toddler, they rear back with that head and catch you right in the nose.
You ever had a kid rat you out when they're trying not to rat you out? As in they'll come in and go, well, we had a good day, but don't worry, Mom, we didn't go to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
So you took him to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Or the...
Evidently, Dad knows the waitress there.
Yeah, I've had that. My son's
well, we
rather
went
be
to
out.
the mall, and I'm not going to say that Dad maybe got your Mother's Day present there at this store. Whatever. Yeah, yeah, I've been there many times.
Oh, boy.
Well, so it is Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday somewhere.
Can't get tacos this early, though, can you?
There's
Sure.
breakfast tacos. out
breakfast
there.
tacos.
Breakfast
We can figure
tacos.
something.
The breakfast burrito, what a great invention.
That is a good
That is a good.
I mean, you have to remember,
Who makes the best?
Oh.
there are many. But my larger point here would be that about 1980, in a lot of places in this country, you could not. The only Mexican restaurant was Chi-Chi's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're now that's gone, right? Now they have actual great restaurants.
Isn't salsa the number one condiment now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still? Wow.
Instead of ketchup, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I thought sriracha moved up there.
It was up there at one point.
Could be.
Do you use salsa on anything else besides tacos?
In the bedroom.
Oh, what? That's really something.
No, I brush my teeth with it.
You want to go mild?
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why it's the most.
What about scrambled eggs? You ever do that?
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That is good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nuevos rancheros, or whatever
that
they
is
call
real
it.
good, yeah.
Whatever they call it. I use bachelor tacos. You get your Tostitos and put them and then flop some cheese on there.
Yep.
Nachos. Put them in the microwave oven.
I had that for lunch
what
yesterday.
I don't like? I don't like the giant stacked up nachos. Because by the time you get to the bottom,
there's no cheese on them.
yeah, it's
there's an art to it.
Yeah, there's just.
I've mastered it.
Wait a minute. There's an art to it. Or what is?
I mean, it's hard. You can't explain it because every pile of nachos is different. But you just gotta. You gotta take your time.
It's kind of like
eat around the outside first.
Pay attention.
It's like Jenga, right?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
And if you get a particularly loaded nacho, like that has all, one of the chips that's unfairly loaded,
Right.
you follow that with a plain chip so that it seems like you have two equal. You can really balance it out. And I've really got this down.
Okay.
Wow. I also have a hack, a taco hack. I don't know that this is probably out there, so I'm not saying that I am the first to tell you about this. But when you are having crunchy tacos,
check.
If you can, on your plate, leave a soft tortilla. So that as everything falls onto the plate, it's falling into the soft tortilla, and then that's your last taco, a soft taco.
That's brilliant.
That is.
That is brilliant.
I think we might want to call the defense department.
I saw a great
I think
tortilla hack yesterday. You take a tortilla, you heat it up, and then you take ground beef and in a light coating on it with some onions and some salt, whatever you want to put, and cheese, and then you cook it in the skillet like a hamburger, but it's just kind of like a hamburger tortilla.
Oh, interesting.
It was really cool.
You can take a bar rag and squeeze it and get an extra drink, too. Delicious.
Delicious.
On that note.
Pat.
I thought you were in a program. What's going on?
He graduated. Now, coming up, we have a little bit of sporting news, of course. I want to remind you of a couple quick things. We're going to be on the road again. And this time, It's another casino, by the way. Looking forward to that, certainly. And we're going to be in Iowa, south of Des Moines, not too far. Hope you can join us for the morning. We'll be in Osceola, Iowa, technically at Lakeside Hotel Casino, doing this show starting at 5 o'clock Central Time. And you're welcome to join us. It'll be fun. And we're going to have some special guests. It will be taking place on Friday, June 14th. Then we'll do a special comedy show that night with the usual suspects. I'll tell you all about it coming up. But more information at lakesidehotelcasino.com/casino. And thank you to KGGO. Hope to see you there. And everyone from Greater Des Moines is certainly welcome to come and join us. Now,
the double-decker from Taco John's with the hard taco, then the bean dip, and then the soft taco wrapped around the whole thing is called Taco Bravo.
Oh,
and a fitting name.
The old Taco Bravo.
Now, the upper decker.
That's when you eat a couple tacos.
And then you.
What a great joke.
That is almost as funny
people, you can leave the house. People won't notice it for a day, maybe.
Yeah, it could go along.
They're cleaning everything. And, what a class.
No, nobody ever takes the lid of the tank off. Nobody.
Can you imagine their
my God.
Who did this?
What monster did this?
I heard about it with Bob and Tom. Let's get back to the sports page.
Dear funny gang, about the subject of Tom calling things not their name because he just can't find the word sometimes. My daughter wants to clean out her car, and she wants to use a carpet cleaner, but instead she couldn't remember the word, so she came in and said, Dad, can I have the water vacuum? And
perfectly valid.
Is that valid?
Sure.
I was golfing at my country club. We have rakes at every bunker so you can fix your steps in Paul Martin.
Sure.
Right.
I was asking my playing partner for the rake, and I couldn't remember the name, and I pointed at it and said, hand me the not shovel.
Oh, that's good.
And by the way, your Friday morning show, I forget what we did. It shut down the tee box for about 10 minutes. Everybody couldn't stop laughing.
Oh.
That's Joe in Ohio.
Nice. I wonder what I said.
The not shovel. I love that.
Give me the not shovel.
Give me the not shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
NBA action last night. Jamal Murray scored 32. Monday night, despite a strained left calf, he planned his show at the State Fair and sank the game-winning shot with 3.6 seconds remaining. Oh, he got some dank for his crank last night. You know that.
Yeah.
NBA champion.
Dank for his, was that a drug reference?
No, think about that.
Sweet.
You know
Bounce
what it
LeBron
is.
James and the Lakers from the playoffs last night. They're out. Denver wins 108-106 and win the series 4-1. Then this begs the question, is this the last game for the Lakers and LeBron? Is this the last game for LeBron in the NBA? Is he going to hang him up? Is he going to become a mogul and make movies or whatever you do being LeBron?
Sure.
What would you do, Tom? You had 20 years. He's going to be 40 next winter. So what would you do?
I don't know. What does he want to do? Does he want to
39?
Does he want to coach?
Said
Does he
he
want to
wanted-
just do commercials? Does he want to hang with his family?
I think he's waiting for Xi Jinping to tell him what he's going to do next.
That's an interesting tack Josh is taking. He's implying some sort of relationship between Pooh Bear and LeBron. Also, Derek White scored a career-high 38 points, and Jason Tatum had 20. They call him the Tater. And the Celtics beat the Heat 102-88 to take a 3-1 lead in the Eastern Conference first-round series. And Jalen Williams, a 24-point performance and a back-breaking three with just 3 minutes left. Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Pelicans 97-89 to complete a 4-game sweep of their first-round playoff series. They're talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tom. They call him SGA, as possibly a MVP candidate for this season. What do you think, Tom? Should he be the MVP?
I'm in no position to judge. I think it's a beautiful name, though.
Shai Gilgeous? Shai?
Beautiful name.
S-H-A-I? That's the way he spells it.
Wasn't he fired from SNL before he actually started? Oh, that's Shane Gillis. Sorry.
Very close.
Yeah.
That's the story. And the Kansas City Chiefs have signed Travis Kelce, a new 2-year, $34.25 million contract. That's according To me. No, that's not right. Let's just say it's me. The new deal ensures Kansas City will have its star tight end as he tries to win an unprecedented
the new deal.
third straight Super Bowl. Fala. Jeff's general manager, Brett Veach, says Kelce will remain the highest paid tight end in the NFL. And Jason Kelce, his post-NFL broadcasting career is starting now with ESPN's Monday Night Countdown. Kelce retired from the Philadelphia Eagles after a 13-year career, and he is going to sign a deal, rumors are, with ESPN and just in time for next season. And they have dismissed Robert Griffin III as part of the Monday Night crew. Exhibit A there is the power of prayer.
You were not a fan.
Much. I am not a fan. And also, aloha to Phil Simms
and
Boomer Esiason. They're out as a pregame show. I didn't know they were on because I don't watch the pregame show.
Yeah, they've been on for 20-plus years.
CBS, yeah.
Well, there's the door, pal. So they said no, thank you. What do you think of that, Tom?
That's those guys are both great.
End of an era. Love them.
Unceremoniously dismissed after more than 2 or 3 decades, Tom. How do you dismiss an employee who's been there for you every day, loyal, and just trying to help?
I believe the answer to your question. Ask me the question again.
How do you dismiss an employee who's worked with you for 3 decades, Tom?
With pleasure.
Really? I'd like to think you would shake your hand and strap a nice golden parachute to your back.
You think?
Yeah.
Every day? Oh, well.
What is the significance of the golden parachute anyway?
It just it means
it means you
that
fall to
you're-
the ground quicker?
Yeah, it's a
Right?
nice lifesaver. You're good.
Okay.
You're
All right. I never quite got
Usually
that.
like these major corporations where someone takes the place into the toilet and they walk away with $50 million.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for ruining and helping tens of thousands of people lose their jobs. Here's all of our money.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
I was at a meeting once. It was a Christmas, work meeting, and our CEO was up there, and he goes, "Yeah, we're kind of tough times. Some of us won't be around all of next year." He goes, including me, but don't worry about me. I've got a golden parachute. He actually said it.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a lot of comfort
Good
to all
for
of
you.
us.
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't believe he said it, and he was not being funny.
Whoa.
More sports coming up, including Mike Tyson. Evidently, he's getting angry.
Is that going to happen, that fight?
Yeah, July 20th on Netflix.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Not only but hell yeah.
Also coming up, kinky sex in the news. And
That's the way I like it.
one of the very specific kinks that is out there and how popular it may be. Also,
ever getting a kink in your colon, Tom? You can't go poo.
what is happening here? It keeps changing the subject. Also, driving a car without a steering wheel. I've been there. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also...
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's
I got you.
But no Houston?
no Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all that noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there. Houston. Oh, there. Houston.
I wish we did all of a sudden a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. Ed Sullivan. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Hello there. Houston.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. The longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Once again, Clayton Anderson. This is called
In the Dark.
Okay, great. Go for it.
All right.
My baby's got a little secret. She knows I know how to keep it. Ain't trying to tell nobody. She likes it a little bit naughty. She don't mind giving up those kisses. That ain't nobody's business. She's down anytime as long as I keep it in the dark. With her lights down low, nothing but her high heels, talking about a smoke show. She got my number, we keep it undercover. She only lets me love her in the dark. And she only lets me love her in the dark. Yeah, she only lets me love her in the dark. Might sound scandalous, but that's how I handle it. 'Cause I know she's mine on mine, just as long as I keep it in the dark. With the lights down low, nothing but her high heels, talking about a smoke show. She got my number, we keep it undercover. She only lets me love her in the dark. Hey! This is Pat's solo time right here.
This is me on the guitar, thank you.
So I don't even know. Every guy wanna take her home. That ain't what's going on. No, no, no. She's right here by my side. Going home with me tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She likes to keep it in the dark. With the lights down low. Nothing but her high heels. Talking about a smoke show. She got my number. We keep it undercover. She only lets me love her in the dark. With the lights down low, nothing but her high heels, talking about a smoke show. She got my number, we keep it undercover. She only lets me love her in the dark.
Wow.
How good is that?
Back down to Bedford.
Clayton Anderson. That's great.
That's a hit.
Really cool.
Yes.
That song is a hit.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Friends, we shared the ball with he who was open, and were blessed when 2 points were bestowed upon us. Now we must pray.
Oh, merciful God above us.
It's Carl Goodman, Amish power forward, right after Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates. Thursday on ABC.
Ye be thar.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it.
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Good.
Dave, a young guy, young
alive.
comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, I guess we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
Cool.
But we're having some trouble, you know, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got? So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming the kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe lump sum.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Taco Tuesday. Hello, Tom. You ever been put your face in a taco? Ever do that, Tom?
Is this some vulgar
Right
reference to
pink taco? Right into it.
Okay.
Get that sour cream on your nose.
If it's got sour cream, she needs to go to an emergency room.
Oh, you don't put sour cream on your tacos?
Sweet sour
I
cream.
don't.
You don't?
No. Guac.
No
I
sour
think
cream.
guac and sour cream are pretty good bedfellows.
Yeah, they are.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know so.
I prefer to go with a more native route.
This was 30 years ago, and I still remember this. California, one of the reasons I couldn't live there, too much lime in the guacamole.
I hate
That's
way
not
overserved.
possible.
It is possible. And there's a place that used to do that here. I had to stop going.
Nope, you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Lime should be just come over and just brush the avocado.
But Christy, you say more lime.
Love lime. I put lime in my soup.
Well, that's
big
because
Mexican soup you get.
Don't you cut your vodka with it on occasion?
Sour.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I kind of jumped onto Chick's bandwagon and use an orange now. It's better.
Vodka with an orange
soda
slice?
with an orange slice?
Yeah, but you don't want to get too big an orange slice because then you can't put as much vodka in there.
That's true.
Oh, of course. Then naturally. Yeah.
Water's displacement.
Orange slice in the iced tea.
Archimedes.
Very good.
That is good. Yes. So is a
Orange
lime.
slice in the ice.
In the blue moon, that's what I
What are you
Yeah,
making
orange and a
fruit
blue
punch
moon.
over there?
tasty drink.
No,
Yeah,
and you know how I
Hot
feel.
summer day.
I have stated this. If I become president, flavored iced tea will become illegal.
No, I love some flavored iced tea.
Oh, God.
Mango. Oh,
I personally am responsible, I think, for a certain large restaurant chain dropping their only flavored iced teas.
That's no longer being produced in the factory.
That's right. So don't you have regular iced tea? No, it's all flavored. This is an outrage. You should not call this tea anymore.
do you brew your own tea
I don't
at
have
home?
little fairy wings. I want a man's tea, please.
Do you brew your own iced tea at home? Do you have like those big iced tea makers?
I do not. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they have iced tea out there.
Oh.
I forgot.
Back to tacos for a moment. I've never had a shrimp taco. What do you put on that?
Shrimp? A shrimp taco?
Sometimes there's a slaw involved, it's like a shredded cabbage or lettuce.
It's a fair question.
It
is
always
actually
a sauce.
as
Like
unreasonable it sounds, Ace, coming from you especially, that it's a fair question.
It's like a pineapple salsa kind of thing.
A lot of stuff like that, yeah.
Really?
Mango chutney or whatever.
No, thank you.
There's some fine shrimp tacos out there, yeah.
Oh, I certainly agree. Now, it's time for us to go back to the sports page briefly.
Is that right? Okay, the Las Vegas Raiders added another weapon. Ex-Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup.
Oh, we've been waiting all day for that one.
Is expected, what? Maybe. Expected to sign a 1-year, $3 million deal with the Raiders.
Who's going to make hay?
With
Hey, don't stall. You should have done that earlier.
Hey, rein it in.
This sportscast will be over. Well, not for long.
I do not care for this bit.
Michael Gallup.
Critical yet embracing the bit. Very clever.
Among USA Today's top 20 free agents available, he's 28 years old, spent the first 6 years of his career with the Cowboys. In 2019, Gallup had career highs in both catches and receiving yards.
That's great.
Now the Raiders are saddled with him.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Oh, you got it in.
Too slow.
I just hope he doesn't stir up trouble.
Oh, yeah, these are all fantastic.
Stir up trouble.
Fantastic, really?
Oh, I love these.
I know.
I don't even know who this guy is and couldn't care less.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
This was announced yesterday. 57-year-old Mike Tyson is taking his fight against Jake Paul seriously. Tyson says he doesn't know or care what Paul's doing. He's taking it seriously. Yesterday, it was revealed that Paul and Tyson will be involved in a fully sanctioned pro fight on July 20th that would count against their records with a few minor rule tweaks. Officially sanctioned professional fight result go on the records. Knockouts are allowed. 8 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, no headgear. And Tyson has said he's a big-time advocate of marijuana use. He has his own brand. He told Forbes he has not had sex or smoked weed in the 6 weeks he's been training for the fight against Jake Paul.
He's going to kill this guy.
Poor Paul kid is,
he's taking it very, very seriously.
We've had Mr. Tyson in the room here, and I must say, one punch, he'd kill me.
How tall was he?
Not very.
He's not tall. He's
I'm going to say
wide.
5'10".
Okay, yeah.
But he could palm a dinner plate with his
I
hands.
bet, man. That's
Unbelievable.
I'd really like to meet him.
Large hands. Man. Oh
in a way, isn't this...
this is going to be a $200 million pay-per-view.
I think so, too. So many people watch it. I feel like, in a way, it's boomers versus millennials. That's how a lot of people are going to watch this.
Oh, yeah.
And
Maybe so.
fathers and their sons can, and moms and daughters.
I think there's also kind of an anti-influencer thing.
Exactly. It's all kind of part of that.
I'm hoping it ends in a corpse.
It's kind of part of that.
We don't hope that.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, no. We don't wish that would be bad.
A corpse. I'm hoping it ends in a corpse.
Yeah.
Why?
That'll teach him.
That'll teach him to take advantage of today's technology.
Or maybe a permanent drool.
Now, is it pay-per-view?
Oh, no.
Netflix.
It's not
Just
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Is going to stream.
But Chick's right. I mean,
But it's still going to make bazillion dollars.
Could we go back to the story about Mr. Gallup?
You have a couple more puns.
What are you talking about, Tom? Michael Gallup just signed by the Raiders from the
I can't believe they
Cowboys?
signed him because he's on the injured reserve list.
Oh,
he
yeah?
is?
Yeah. Has the trots.
Oh, boy, that's a shame. That is tough.
You don't want that in a pair of white, what color pants do the Raiders wear?
It depends on the day.
Depends? Okay.
Then it'll be fine.
Could we get back to the main event, please?
And that brings us to Stupid World Record.
This is a good one. I know, because I know Chick's going to poo-poo it. This is a dangerous one.
No, it's got something I like in here. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record for the most throws and catches of a flaming sword in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of like this, too.
After setting the fire sword on fire,
the old Gabriel trick,
David managed to get a total of 73 complete rotations to smash the previous record of 60.
Burned his hand while warming up, burned all the hair off of it.
He did?
Yeah.
Rush said, I doused the sword in lighter fluid, or as my mother would say, I doused the sword in lighter fluid and spun it around to get it going. Flames roaring like a dragon's breath, he said.
Now he's getting very...
And it flew out of my hands, searing my skin. I picked it up, my other hand losing all its hair.
Ooh.
The countdown began. 3, 2, 1, go. The sword spun as fast as I could muster, the roar of rushing fire drowning out everything else. After 30 seconds, 73 complete rotations and catches were completed. I let out a triumphant, come on.
It's cool.
Come on.
I was watching the video. Then a guy just passing by tipped him $5.
So he's making money doing this.
Thought he was just out there busking? Street performer?
No, I think he's at 166. Am I getting this right?
Like I'm keeping track of
He's
this.
got to be, I think he wants to simultaneously hold 200 world records. This is one of the more daring ones, Mr. Rush. I like this one. This isn't like the one where he's catching marshmallows in his ass.
Oh, he did that?
He did not catch marshmallows in his ass.
Where the hell is that record?
Maybe he was catching them in his mouth. I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean to imply.
Jeezel.
Yeah. I was just thinking about...
you know, you guys, Michael Gallup was not signed none too soon. The Kentucky Derby's this weekend.
That's right.
And we'll have Christy's pick coming up on Friday.
All right.
He always picks the field.
We'll get some Derby talk going. Congratulations to Mr. Rush. Coming up, we have a really odd story about computers and what happens when you turn 101 years old. You'll see. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Bob. What are you doing out here?
Same thing you're doing. Got a light?
Smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Oh, we are smoking in front of the building. We are puffing, we are gagging, we are happy because we're smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I met a girl from another office. She's a smoker, just like me. Now we're dating, and we're smoking. We're smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and we smell like we've been camping. It could be raining, it could be snowing, but we're smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I never was a smoker until I looked outside. They were smoking while I was working. So now I'm smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and the ashtrays are overflowing. We are smoking instead of working. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Smoking in front of the building. Smoking.
Oh, God.
In front of the building.
Beautifully done.
Where was the end?
Screw it.
Bravo.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Perspiration Plus. Holy sweat and icy cold jug.
Come here, you crazy son of a...
Borrow your shirt and your shorts for later.
You're sick.
Perspiration Plus. Lemon lime, tropical punch, or clear.
Can I borrow your shorts for later?
Hey, it's comedian Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Now, we have Lord Corrette with us in the studio. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Oh, good. You're, let's see, last time we checked, you were a single man?
Yeah.
Still single, I gather?
Still single.
Are you officially divorced? Did that go?
I'm annulled, which is like it never happened.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, the judge said in 30 years he'd never done an annulment. He said, but if you kids want one, I'll give you one. So,
How about that?
Yeah, we went for it. Because as you know,
Did you go there
So
together?
an annulment means you get to keep your stuff.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but as you know, my most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Really?
They won't. They just won't do it.
And it's only a rule of thumb. They don't have it written down anywhere. They spring it out at the last minute. And you're like, well, if I'd have known that, I'd have pulled myself together out front.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
And there's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Testing. There we are. I'm back. I'm sorry. Pat, I noticed that you got another show coming up here.
Yeah, May 11th.
May 11th, it's going to be Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskey. This looks like a pretty cool show.
Yep.
There's a dinner buffet.
Josh has done this place. He loves it.
Oh.
Cacciatore's in Ilion, yes.
Ilion, New York.
It's fantastic. Yes.
Oh, great.
You'll have a great time. Wonderful people.
Now, are you going? Now I know how nervous you are before shows.
I'm crazy before a show.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be near him.
As opposed to any other time?
Yeah, good point.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I acknowledge that. So are you going to be able to enjoy this fabulous dinner? Because Josh was telling me Cacciatore's is unbelievably great. Mm-hmm. Will they warm one up for you when you're done?
Sure. When I'm done, I'm fine. Not before.
Okay. Oskey will load up, though, won't he?
I don't know. I forget what he does.
Oh, pounds it down.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
Possibly one of the nicest guys I know. I'm sorry to make fun of him.
Are you not eat before a performance?
That's by the way, did I mention it's Saturday, May 11th? Early start time because you got to have the food.
Yeah.
They got a buffet.
And a band, too, beforehand. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
You'll have a great time. It's a wonderful show.
Wow.
And a gorgeous part of upstate New York. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a great show. Well, thank you, Pat.
A hop, skip, and a jump away from Cooperstown.
Really?
You
Yeah.
got a band and an early show? Yeah. You're kind of an afterthought, huh?
The comedy's an afterthought. No.
Oh.
It's the main event.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ding, ding.
Did we finish sports?
Yes, we did.
How nice.
I don't think we had the outro.
Oh, sorry. That'd sound something like this.
Hey, Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
A toddler's persistence about
Sorry.
monsters.
Can you start over? I was doing something over here. I didn't fade the music.
You mean you actually want to listen to me? Great. A toddler's persistence about monsters in her bedroom led to the discovery of 50,000 bees in the wall.
My gosh.
Isn't that great?
Ms. Ashley Class told People magazine she tried to reassure her daughter, thinking she was frightened after watching the movie Monsters, Inc. Sometimes I can do that. Her husband soon noticed a few bees entering a tiny hole in the attic of their 100-year-old farmhouse and called in a beekeeper who discovered that the insects had created a massive hive in the young girl's bedroom wall. The beekeeper removed a total of 50,000 bees over several days. Though thousands remain, she added the bees caused over $20,000 in damage to their home. Ms. Glass said her daughter was insistent and even began having night terrors, so they tried to help her fight off the monsters with a bottle of water. They dubbed monster spray. Oh, that
works.
Every parent's
monster
trick.
spray is pretty effective.
That's great. So $20,000 in home repairs, but they did make $300 at the farmer's market.
Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, that does.
The honey, right?
Yeah,
I'm keeping up. Yeah.
Kid had honeycombs for breakfast, you see. That poor kid. That sounds
terrible
like
cereal.
Yeah, I would agree. That is the worst cereal.
No, it's delicious.
No, it was awful.
I love it. Love it.
Do you remember their commercial?
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
Breakfast sweet. It's not post honeycomb.
No.
That's from my childhood. Yours is probably
honeycomb's breakfast.
When the milkman comes and the honeycomb man.
Yes, he don't.
And the ice man and the fruit man. And he comes in his horse-drawn carriage.
And there's a monster under your bed. Good night.
See, this is just another reason to do away with all bees.
No.
Bees are very important to the ecology.
Kill them all.
That's actually starting to be debunked. They're realizing bees really have no place.
That's right.
What is wrong with you? I share my reading space with a big carpenter bee who's decided to bore a hole next to my head.
Yes, I have the same thing,
Yes.
Christy.
No way.
I swear to God, these bees.
I swear.
Sometimes they land on me and they'll fly by my. But I don't care.
They're huge. They're about.
Yeah,
they're about 2 inches big.
And they make perfect holes.
Yes.
And they don't.
And they lay their eggs in there, and they're little babies.
They don't. I was told they won't sting you.
No, they don't. But they bite.
No, they don't
I
bite.
didn't know that.
Oh, yeah,
This would be
huge jaws.
This would be a cool sub theme in a movie. You know, like The Girl Who Cried Bee. You know, she hears something, and then see this. What you could do here is she thinks she hears a monster.
Right.
Then they find the bees and think they've solved the problem, but of course, there really is a monster.
Oh, I see.
Candyman always had bees around him.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because he's sweet.
Well, actually, the story is a little more grisly than that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Candyman only had one eye, you know.
I did not know that.
Candyman. The Candyman
Oh, you mean
can
Sammy
take you back.
Davis.
Sammy
What do
Davis
you-
Jr.
You go into a bathroom and turn the light out and say Candyman or something? Right?
3 times, yeah.
3 times?
Do not do it.
Yeah.
He's got a hook for a hand there, Tom. He'll.
Why was he called the Candyman then?
I forget. You forgot?
It seems to me like that's a bad name for a.
No, isn't that because he's supposed to be appealing to?
I think it had something to. I don't remember. I remember why the bees. I remember why the bees. I don't remember why he's called Candyman.
Okay.
Candy little boy. Stuff
He had something to do with candy.
Like, get in the van, kid. I've got candy, something like that.
No, it wasn't that.
That's a van, kid.
Too real and awful.
That's the description of our show.
Too real
and awful.
I don't know how real it is. Hey, speaking of movies, apparently we've had enough of long movies. According to new research, the perfect movie length is. You want to guess?
1 hour,
90 minutes,
50 minutes.
92 minutes, Josh. You're right there.
I totally agree with
The
him.
poll of 2,000 Americans found the average person wants to spend less time at the movie theater, while 92 minutes came out as the ideal average length. Only 2% of U.S. adults of the 2,000 polled thought a movie should be longer than 2.5 hours, and just 15% want to sit through a movie that's 2 hours or longer. And you were complaining about the trailers have gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
how long was it yesterday?
I saw a movie yesterday that started at 12:05. The movie itself, and I know this is a very old man thing to do,
But no,
I
it's-
looked at my phone. The movie itself started at 12:38.
So that's
So
crazy.
over 30 minutes of trailers and commercials.
Yeah.
And all the trailers are available online.
It's not like it used to be.
I mean, a couple of them, sure. I get it. But you're right. 25 minutes of trailers.
Well, remember, trailers used to be next week at this theater.
Yeah.
See this movie.
And I grade them.
And now
You
they're
grade
trailers for
Yeah,
movies.
not
there are awards for trailers.
Not the quality of the trailer itself, but the odds of my going to the movie.
Oh, sure.
Like, it sucks.
Have you
boring,
ever seen
stupid.
a trailer that you wanted to go see? I doubt it.
Sure.
Really?
Most of them are too loud. Oh, geez. Look at this. A bunch of stupid CGI and lots of explosions and guns. This will be a great movie. I can't wait.
On Access TV, they actually have a show called Nothing But Trailers. So
Really?
Yeah.
45 minutes of.
Which I would have watched 20 years ago for sure. Because I love trailers, but
I love trailers too,
I do
but not
too,
for
yeah.
movies that are coming out in a year.
There's just an app on Apple TV. It's called Trailers. You can watch that.
I don't really watch many anymore. I just want to go to the movie. I know what I want to see without the trailer.
But so the survey says the people don't want long movies.
I
but
agree.
Now, wasn't Oppenheimer? That was
3
pretty
hours.
long, right?
Yeah, and a huge hit. Dune 2, the Dune movies are all 240, something like that.
I saw both those, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Oh, I haven't seen the second, but I love the first one.
Just watch the second one.
I heard, did you see this? That the IRS is going to give people $10,000 if they can sit through Argyle.
I sat through Argyle. I want my money.
Man, I got to see it.
That is one
If you two
turd.
didn't like it, I know I have to watch it. I got to go.
I'm curious now.
Pat, if you like
you
that
like
movie,
it,
we're
Pat?
no longer
I didn't
friends.
see it.
The first half of the movie,
No, it's
The first
dumb
half.
and stupid and poorly made.
I look forward to it.
Poorly made.
A review.
I've got to watch it now.
Yeah.
It really stinks.
well, I went with my girls, and especially Sophie's kind of a movie buff. And
Yeah.
they were like,
Well,
yeah.
not with you sitting there whining the whole time.
I didn't say a word during the movie.
Yapping throughout the whole movie.
She's a talker. I went to one movie with you. What movie was
Really?
that? Yeah.
I would have thought Christy was an ideal movie.
It was a
I
bunch
am
of
not
it.
a talker now
Yeah,
at all.
Something came. Oh, I've been there. Like the opening scene was Italy or something. Yeah.
Italian Job, maybe that was.
I think it might be.
That's a great movie.
That is a great movie.
Both of them are
Makes
great.
me want to buy another Mini Cooper.
Yeah,
I've heard Argyle's a good movie. That's what I've heard.
Who have you heard that
find out who that is and see if we can prevent them from voting in the next election.
Oh, it's bad.
It stinks.
It's really bad.
I'm excited to see it.
I don't even know who it's for.
Worst movie you've ever seen, Tom?
No, but it's in the top 100.
Wasn't there a rumor about some Taylor Swift connection because she has that cat and all that?
She wrote it, is what the rumor thought. Yeah.
No, I think that is the rumor.
I know, it is the rumor. It's just an odd rumor.
It's odd.
Yeah.
Is that because Dua Lipa's in it or something?
Why would that have anything to do with Taylor
It
Swift?
could have been a rumor started by a very smart producer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing that his movie sucked and he had to do something.
I've heard Dua Lipa and Taylor Swift are the same person.
Oh.
Is Argyle the one with the cat and the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Cat in the thing.
Cat in the backpack.
God, it's just you just want to find the director so you can shoot him.
Is it animated?
No, it's crapinated.
Sam Rockwell's in it. He can do no wrong.
Sam Rockwell is in it, and I love him.
It's
star-studded.
It's got a great cast.
Yes, it
And they're
does.
all terrific.
Cavill, right?
The writing is so bad, and the storyline is so stupid. And the one guy's got a dumb haircut. Okay, back to you, Christy.
Henry.
Back to me. No, I think it's time
One
for.
guy's got a dumb haircut.
Over to me. That's right. You could watch Argyle if you've got sync up your earbuds, your Raycon earbuds to your home, and you could in your TV.
Yeah,
with
make
your
sure that
Raycon
you've got your
earbuds.
morphine IV with you.
And watch Argyle through your Raycon earbud. You could. Raycon's everyday earbuds, the perfect way to tune out all the noise and criticism of everyday life and the Bob and Tom Show. You know, the Raycon earbuds, they're audio quality rivals. All the big audio brands out there at a price you'll like even more. Seamless Bluetooth syncing, 8 hours playtime, 32 hours battery life. Raycons are certainly up for the task, and Raycon's optimized gel tips, scientifically made to fit every ear ever made, and oh so comfortable, and they will stay in your ears. Plus, Raycons have earbud tap functions and noise isolation. They make a great Mother's Day gift. Get a pair for mom and a pair for yourself. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and save on an already low price, 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. You get 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick, and I love my Raycon earbuds. Now, coming up also, we have T-Rex news, not the great band with Mark Bolan, but the dinosaur with the little teeny little arms.
Nobody thinks of T-Rex with Mark Bolan other than you. You know that.
That's a shame.
You're an army of one.
They can't enjoy great music.
They enjoy great music fine.
Mark Bolan, apparently one of the coolest, nicest guys ever.
Not one
with all of your Anglophile attitudes, I think you should look into Mark Bolan.
No, I
understand he was a really
20th
wonderful
century
guy.
man and Bang a Gong.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm aware.
T-Rex, Josh.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad we have someone that's reasonable on the staff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
heard this stuff from you.
I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, you know, she had her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd just shoot her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend? You didn't take a picture with my son. Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But he was standing up, and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up, and he shoved me back down in my chair.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place, too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom, boom. And and he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. Yeah.
So now, you know, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy Pat, that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him, and then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, "This ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor."
It's Larry, the cable guy. Larry, good morning.
It's good to see you. But I got to tell you, I had a horrible nightmare
Last night?
last night.
Really?
Before I come in here, I dreamt I drunk the world's largest margarita. And woke up this morning, they was salt on the toilet lid. Thank God I didn't eat the worm in there, I'll tell you that much. I tell you what, I was madder than a skinhead watching the Jeffersons. I tell you what.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Hey,
Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop. I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up, meet the owners, and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
That's it.
I made my living in the movies.
Every time I ask one about Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
something?
Hey.
My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
I wouldn't.
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
Or a little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. Free Prozac, whatever
There's a
you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello.
Got a letter?
Hi, Tom. I got a letter.
Well, you go first.
I got a letter from Tom asking me to shut up.
I think Kostaki. There we go. We got Kostaki Economopolis. Hey.
Okay, this is football related, this letter. So
Okay, go
you can
ahead.
Listen to this. Michael Gallup signs with the Raiders. Kostaki, I don't know if you saw that. But
I did.
the Raiders took a vote if they should sign Michael Gallup. The yays outweighed the nays.
Yeah. Very good.
The Raiders said he really impressed them at the team workout. He really hoofed it. And some said he didn't want to sign with the Raiders and was visibly upset. They kept asking him why he had such a long face.
Naturally.
Yeah, this bit won't go on for long.
Kostaki.
Don't stall.
Did you ever hear about the horse that walked into the bar? The bartender looked at him and said, "Hey, why the long face?" The horse looked at the bartender and said, "My wife just died."
That's getting a nice visual bend over chuckle.
Comedians like that joke.
Yeah.
Oh, and we were talking, Kostaki, about what you call an ugly woman.
Yeah.
And I thought we could. This would go with ugly guys too.
Absolutely.
Like
yes.
I've heard a Bengal, nice uniform, ugly helmet.
Right.
You could do that for a guy, but someone. Dylan, my name's Dylan. I live 42 miles from DeLand, Florida, and 1,100 miles from Michigan. On the topic of nicknames for ugly women, my favorite is we call her a Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker's a field goal kicker because she looks good from 65 yards away. Or he looks good.
Right.
That is
very good.
Great.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to go a much different
So
direction.
did I.
Yeah.
Something about you don't tuck her the face. Something like that.
Got me. You got a spit take.
Okay, Kostaki, before we get to your football knowledge, which I much appreciate, I did ask the question during the draft if Kostaki had been seen or did he hang himself?
Yeah, it's a fair question.
Yeah, your team scored a D-, I noticed in many of the surveys.
It does seem like every year there's a team that goes, what are you guys, what the hell did we do?
We'll see. God knows, I don't know. But before we get to that, Kostaki, when I say T-Rex, what do you think of?
Scary dinosaur that could eat you in a movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not the correct answer.
Tiny arms.
You don't think
Big powerful hind legs, tiny arms.
You don't think of the great band T-Rex with Mark Bolan?
No.
Well, that's it for this segment.
Were you even aware of a band called T-Rex, Kostaki?
I did only no. I don't think I was.
The song "Bang a Gong."
You'd know their songs, but
of course,
yeah.
Yes.
I got this.
But then Duran redid it, so like his age group.
A rare misstep.
Well, the Power Station. The Power Station.
Yeah,
well, it was basically
that was not a bad record.
It's a good song.
Yeah, that
when the Power Station.
I thought that was a great record with the guy. What's his name?
Robert
Palmer. And in any event, I got this.
Sang the hell out of that.
Sean goes, "Dear Tom,
it's no something like it.
I'm nowhere near as old as you." Hey, thanks, Sean. But I always think of the band T-Rex when you guys mention the dinosaur.
Oh.
From Parkersburg, West Virginia. Thank you, Sean. Bet things are even more beautiful in West Virginia than we were there. All that beautiful greenery.
Well, it really got beautiful when we left.
Yeah,
Thank
sure
you.
did.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Kostaki, you are an Atlanta Falcon fan.
Yeah, just back from Detroit.
Were you at the draft?
I was at the draft. It was so much fun. If you've never, to the listeners out there, and to you, Chick, if you've never been to a draft,
really
go. It's so fun. It's hundreds of thousands of people. There's no ticket. Your team can't lose. Everyone's in their jerseys. They're all wandering around talking to each other about football for days.
I think they were actually, excuse me, I think they were underestimating the crowd. The shots that I saw, it looked like there were 500,000 people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Huge.
Yeah.
At least
1
200,000.
guesstimate I saw was 750,000.
No kidding.
That's for 3
Crazy.
days. That's for 3 days.
3 days? Okay.
Most people are wearing their Honolulu blue and running around. They're so excited about the Lions now. It was really fun. And
What did you
Andrea,
wear?
My brother and I were wearing Falcons gear, and so we had the very unfortunate situation of being asked by every human after day one, how do you feel about your team's first pick?
Yeah.
Do you want to run that by everybody? Tell them what happened again?
Well, the basics are the Falcons just spent a giant boatload of money on Kirk Cousins, the big money free agent quarterback. It's $100 million guaranteed for 2 years and another $80 million after that. And then with their very first pick, they signed an older rookie quarterback who has had a lot of injuries, and it's a weird choice. It definitely doesn't help the team immediately. And we've been tired of waiting, so it's a frustrating pick for a lot of people. But
has Mr. Cousins made more than any athlete in the history of sports at this point? If it isn't an F1 driver or a soccer player.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but he's going to contractually from the NFL at the end of this contract have made more money than Tom Brady, which is kind of hard to believe.
No, I saw that quarterback profile thing last summer, and
on Netflix.
Yeah, you can't not like the guy. I thought.
Oh yeah, he's so likable.
I found a way.
Really, I thought he.
But
came
I'm
off,
an old Washington football team.
I thought he came off as being a really nice guy. So good luck to him, and as Josh would say, get the bag, Mr. Cousins.
Yeah, that's right. Cousins was so surprised with this draft pick. He slipped and said, golly. It was really...
You watched the show too, huh?
Very surprised. Yeah, it was great. I agree with you, Tom. He's so likable. He just puts his head down and does the work and handles the grit of all of it. And he's pious and thoughtful, and I like him.
Now, when they do that, do they call him up before and say, hey, by the way, we're going to do this? Or
that's the big story. According to some reports, they called him during it instead of before it. So I don't know.
Then I heard that he called Michael Penix after he was Cousins called Penix the draft pick. So I don't know what really went on.
Well, they'll become buddies. They'll be out there for hours at a time.
They better do something.
Doesn't Penix sound like a dirty word in Latin?
Yes.
I have a buddy who's an editor, and a year ago he told me if Penix gets into the NFL and becomes a star, it's going to be the worst editor problem because it auto-corrects to penis every time you type it in.
Wow. It's Penix?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know that's going to get by somewhere. So it's going to end up in a headline.
But it sounds like a lengthening cream. You know, I started using Penix, and now my girlfriend can barely walk.
Well, you know, here's the headline. Okay, let's say he doesn't have Penix starts for a couple games. He's having a rough time. So the headline is, penis straightens out after a couple of days.
Penis is out. But if he is gone...
Can't get much harder for penis.
Yeah. If they ask him to leave the team at some point, there is a good headline there of a Penix removed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing.
Oh, if he makes a mistake, Penix has huge boner.
A penixectomy.
Yeah.
See, in my little Catholic brain, I'm thinking it's a really bad penance.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of penix.
X-rated.
Yeah.
X-rated penix.
Now, Kostaki, are you calling us from Los Angeles today?
Yeah, I'm back home. Yeah.
How are things going in your personal life?
Oh, you know, it's good. I've been running around with my brother and playing cards all weekend, so that was awesome. I recorded my new album. That's been fun to work on and do.
Nice.
Have you thought about hiring a professional woman?
Has it crossed your mind?
How are the ladies treating you?
No, I'm not opposed to that in principle, but it just not interested in that. No.
Kostaki, in order to
keep
not
the country going.
in order to not disappoint me, Chick will ask you, what are you titling the album?
What are you titling the album, Kostaki? Now, keep in mind, no matter what title you've come up with, Tom had no say in the title, so he's not going to like it. Know that going in. Go ahead.
I'm not sure, but we recorded it at the jukebox in Peoria. So it might be something like playing in Peoria.
Oh, okay, yes. The old phrase, does it play in Peoria?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or will it play in
Considering
Peoria?
that.
Yeah.
How do you like that, Tom Griswold?
No, don't like it.
I'm a real fan of that kind of simple thing, like Kostaki Economopoulos in Peoria.
You're
I think
live,
that-
live on stage in Peoria. That'd be okay.
His name takes up the whole.
How about
that's right.
How about the Economopoulos jukebox?
Oh.
Or
how about a marquee?
Okay.
It's a painting of a marquee, and most of your name isn't visible.
oh, and it runs off the,
It runs
the
off.
end. Yeah, like Marty Schottenheimer's jersey back in the day. Schottenheimer.
The perfect analogy.
I have a couple of those photos from different gigs I've done.
Yes. How about put another Economopoulos in the jukebox, baby?
I like that.
Not bad.
I do like that.
Busy, very busy.
I like that, though.
Stocky's got his back against the wrecking machine.
How about comedy Greek style?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
That's,
What would the
images?
It makes me physically ill to say this, but that's pretty good.
What about we don't need another Euro?
Oh, I like that, too. That is very nice.
Thank goodness.
Greek
I had a
anyone?
chance to talk
Greek
to you guys
anyone? Question mark.
Before I made any final.
Oh yeah, there you go. You as a Greek statue, and you got your eyebrow raised. Greek anyone? No.
Or it's all Greek to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
How about no Falcon Way?
Oh yeah.
Kostaki
all right.
is baklava.
After this week.
How about in Kostaki we trust? Just like isn't that Greek? Is that Greek on the money or is that what? Yeah,
Greek.
God, we trust.
Is it Greek or God?
We don't have any Greek on American money. Are you kidding?
Are you sure? No, I think it's Greek.
Latin. We have Latin, don't we? Like e pluribus unum.
In Kostaki we trust.
Like e.
We don't even have Greek money anymore. It's over.
Well, don't print anything without asking us.
Okay.
You could, of course, also call it the biggest name in comedy.
I've seen Kostaki's last live show, and it was fantastic. So I'm sure the album will be great.
Yes, no matter what it's called.
I look forward to
You
it.
call it whatever you want, young man. Don't listen to these yahoos.
Who you calling a yahoo?
So, Kostaki, I know you've prepared some football jokes, but before we get to those, have you been doing any dating at all? Because now that you're a single man.
Almost none. It's so close to none. It's like a parabola that approaches none but isn't exactly none. It's very close to it's none.
Okay.
Why would he? He just said he was hanging out with his brother and playing cards all weekend. That's hard to.
Have you?
Hard to beat that, right?
Have you kissed another girl?
Yeah, I've kissed a girl. Sure.
Yeah, you're on the board. Slump buster.
And I love when my friends kiss girls.
You reach around and grab her ass while you're kissing her, and oh yeah.
You like to watch your friends making out? Is that what you're saying?
Honk a top top.
You're kind of talking me into it. This sounds nice. I should do this more.
When people come to your shows, do you mention during your act these days that you are a single guy? Does that come up?
Yeah,
at all?
the album's got about 25 minutes of divorce jokes on it.
I remember right after they were all very good. Yeah. Does that any ladies in the audience want to come up and go, hey?
No, I find the demo is it's dudes who like football jokes who are 57. That's my demo.
And their wives.
Yeah, and sometimes they drag their wives. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. We have completely interrupted your prepared remarks.
That's all right.
Why don't you move forward? What else do you have?
Well, we could talk a little. We could do some jokes about my Falcons and their questionable decision making. All the headlines said they shocked the world. They didn't. They shocked everyone but the fans. Like, oh, you made a bad decision. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The Falcons had the most unpopular draft since Vietnam.
Vietnam.
They say if you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. So it makes sense that my team would finally get a decent quarterback and then find a way to have no quarterback again. So good job. The good news is Penix is 24 years old and has several major injuries already. So he's pre-distressed, like expensive jeans in the 90s. The top of this draft was pretty straightforward. Quarterback Caleb Williams went first. It was such an obvious choice. Even the Bears couldn't get it wrong, so that's good. Williams would join a proud history of star Chicago Bears quarterbacks that includes, well, Williams will start a proud tradition of star Chicago Bears.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I think it'd be fun if other professions made such a big deal out of their hiring process. Now, with the 12th pick, H&R Block selects accountant Ted Palmer from Iowa State. That was a fun show. Now, I made a tradition. We do this joke every year. We got to do it. It's mandatory. The NFL draft has been held annually since 1936. Like Jimmy Carter's penis.
This may be the last year for that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you switch it up.
Except by a nurse who's trying to, steer it near the pan.
Wow. The Chiefs failed to address their biggest draft need, a designated driver. So hopefully they can get one in free agency.
That's a
vehicular incident.
They had some issues. Beforehand, they said that this draft could set an offensive record. And I was like, why? Is Kanye announcing the picks?
Very offensive.
Devondre Swift got a DWI 2 weeks ago. He was a possible first rounder, fell into the second. He saved $35 on the Uber, lost $3 million on the contract. Good job. It's just a few weeks between the combine and the draft. Your only two jobs are don't drink and drive and don't beat up your girlfriend. Just take an Uber, you idiot, and abuse your girlfriend verbally. That's all. He's 6'4", 362. Think how much you got to drink to get that body drunk enough for a DWI. Wow.
Yeah.
They should have field sobriety tests at the combine, right? The last test, you do the 3-cone, all the others the 40. Then there's an open bar for 4 hours, and cops have them walk the line. They got to touch their noses, do the alphabet without singing.
Hey, would it be legal to take a lock of their hair and check it?
Check it for what?
Doesn't that show, doesn't that show like the history of your
trace? Presumably you could see acid usage or something.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yep.
I think so.
It's got a history in there.
That'd be sneaky and probably against the law, but if I'm paying a guy $80 million, I want to know if
you want to know all you can know. That's for sure.
Can you learn about this person's sexual history if you take a lock of their pubes? Oh wow, he's been with 4 redheads.
But you guys, your hair gets recycled quickly, doesn't it? I don't understand.
And mine used to, yeah.
I mean,
these are all dumb questions, but Kostaki, would you mind hanging and rejoining us in a couple of minutes to finish your hunk? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
good.
got time. Yeah.
Okay. Good. We're gonna hang for just.
He sure
a
ain't dating anybody. I'll tell you that. He's got plenty of time.
he's not making breakfast for anyone, is he?
Playing cards and flirting with Jennifer Tilly. He doesn't need to date anybody.
Yeah.
He's playing strip poker with his brother. Lucky guy.
There are no losers, are there?
Now it's time to talk about moms and all those great moms out there. Mother's Day. Maybe your sister's a mom. She's a mom. She's a mom. How about taking care of them with a great gift on Mother's Day? And it can be really confusing. You don't know what to do. Steven Singer has got lots of different answers for you. First off, the most obvious is that beautiful red wine rose. You're saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, I can get roses anywhere. No, this is a gold-dipped rose exclusively available from Steven Singer Jewelers. Christy's got it in her hand right now.
Yes, very beautiful.
And it's called the red wine rose because, yes, dipped in 24-karat gold, and then it's got that beautiful burgundy-colored petals up there, and then the leaves are kind of a deep, deep forest green. And you can grab one of these at Steven Singer Jewelers. And how do you grab it? Well, you just go online. It's that simple. IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to go. And what happens when you get there? Well, you'll find out about free shipping, a free personalized gift message from you, and a free lifetime guarantee. And by the way, today is the last day for that offer of the free scent, the beautiful aroma of a lovely rose as part of this special package. And by the way, Steven has lots of other stuff including that bracelet Christy has on right there by her watch.
At Last bracelet.
The At Last
Yeah,
bracelet.
it's
That is a
gorgeous.
home run
Yeah,
right
it
there.
is.
And that is a great bargain.
Mhm.
Get all the information. Once again, IHateStevensinger.com. He's a dog guy, so we love him. Tell him that the Bob and Tom Show sent you. And lots of great moms out there. We've all got great stories. I remember one year I got my mom a plant.
Yes.
And that plant was still around at the very end. She kept it for like 40 years. I got it when I was in junior high school, and she just kept it forever.
Wow.
And you can do the same with a beautiful gold-dipped rose for your mom. Maybe collect them all. IHateStevensinger.com. Coming back, a little more information from Kostaki. Also, a bizarre mystery song. The mystery has been solved, and a disgusting tattoo story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at
Comedian Tim Allen is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? It's a Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primate you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. One of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You ever notice that? Hey, what is that? A pencil holder over there, Bob? Gotta hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. I'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to miter me a dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I pop down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Now that's manly. Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney
Mesquite
protested
condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this reverend?
Oh, Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
No.
Unbelievable.
I'm Casey Kasem. Here's American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the Top 40s, honey.
What's the exact correct name of this?
The pickle dog.
The pickle dog.
Pickle dog.
Okay, now.
Well, we are all pickle dog virgins.
So, Bob, why don't you go first, and I'll do the play-by-play.
Now, Bob, you're right hand. You're supposed to put your left hand behind your head before you. Oh no! Pickle dog down.
Okay, Bob is now chewing the pickle dog. He's about to give his analysis and his review. Bob,
delicious.
It is delicious. It gets a thumbs up from Bob.
It's very messy.
Are they going to be able to show this on the TV show? if I do
No,
that?
John, eat it.
It's very messy.
Bob, your thoughts?
Johnny, I shot my hot dog. Right out of the pickle.
Out of the canoe.
Well, some people get a little excited when they have their first pickle dog.
Well, you know, I did, and I've created a huge mess over here that actually looks somewhat like a porn shoot.
Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
It's one of the favorite things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like a
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza. No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. It's been dubbed Taco Tuesday officially on the air. We're all very excited. Apparently, we're having tacos later today.
We got the Greek taco himself.
There he is.
Terrible nickname.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awful?
Yeah.
Greek taco.
Although we're trying to name Kostaki Economopoulos' new album. And I did
No, we're not. No,
we're not. I did like, what is it? You don't need to be a gyro.
We don't need another gyro.
Gyro. It's not gyro. It's
Sorry.
gyro.
Or there goes my gyro.
You could
Any
put
of that
gyro
stuff.
meat in a taco shell. That would be pretty good.
Some kind of gyro.
We don't need another gyro.
Kostaki Economopoulos is a great stand-up comedian. I've seen him live and in person many times. He's one of my very favorites. And he's got an album coming out that he's going to give some dumb name to, and if he does, I'm never going to plug it. So, oh, look, he joins us from Los Angeles, California, where it's been a while between drinks, if you will. The man is divorced.
But by choice.
Yeah, I don't want to owe anybody a text. I don't want anybody to be sad. Nobody texted me. I'm just solo. It's so nice.
I see. Okay.
It is a nice relief at times.
All right. Now, you still have to do something nice for your exes because they're both moms, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh,
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Nope.
Yes.
You wiped your hands clean of them. Don't worry about it.
No, do something nice.
All done.
They're co-parenting, I guess. Now, Kostaki is also an astute NFL fan, and he has done an analysis of the recent draft. What else have you got, Kostaki?
Well, the Eagles drafted Iowa's. This is a joke for you, Tom. The Eagles had drafted Iowa's Cooper DeJean. He's a defensive back. So he's listed on the thing as DB Cooper DeJean.
Nice.
He's a risky pick, Tom. You never know when he's going to jump out of an airplane, never to be seen again.
DB Cooper DeJean sounds like a stolen mustard.
Yeah.
That's great.
Jerry Jones said the Cowboys are all in on the draft. He said they were going all in on free agency. He keeps saying they're going all in, but they don't go all in. Is this a Cialis commercial? What's happening here? The Broncos traded for Zach Wilson. Good luck. If I want a broken jet, I'll call Boeing.
The Jets. He wasn't good there, you see.
Yeah.
The Bills are putting 25% of their team up for sale. Boy, I hope it's that part that sucks in the playoffs. Speaking of the Bills, we lost OJ since I talked to you guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The good thing about OJ going to hell, he's reunited with his entire defense team so they can start the appeal right away.
Oh, that is good. I love that.
Fine men just doing a job.
No, they're horrific people. Defending
Everybody
a man they know is a murderer.
Defense.
That's
no,
right.
they don't.
So the draft was in Detroit this year. Next year it's in Lambeau, and they haven't announced the next couple of cities. I'm hoping for like Buffalo. I want it to go to like the gritty, hardcore fan cities, right? Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cleveland, maybe. Where would you guys like to see the draft?
Well, the fact that it's getting so many people, I would think they're probably going to go to places where it's pretty warm, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, Lambeau's not warm.
I know.
That's true.
But I mean, you wonder.
In April, it won't be too bad. It could snow, that's for sure.
Yeah, it could.
Are there enough hotel rooms to accommodate 700,000 people?
You know what? I looked last night, and the answer is no.
You've already looked?
Booked a room for next year?
The hotel that I wanted is the one that has the casino in it, and it's the one that the Packers stay in before their games. They have a long-standing tradition. Even home games, they stay in a hotel the night before. And it is sold out, and the rooms went for $1,900 a night.
Yikes.
Wow.
Man.
And it's not fancy. It's like I stayed there for $90 before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's apparently going to be an issue.
Boy, that would be a good time if you lived in that area to like go stay at a family's house, like in Chicago or something.
Yeah,
an Airbnb your home.
Airbnb, baby.
Yeah,
That's it.
Probably be a lot of that. No, now maybe one of your fans listening right now can put you up, Kostaki.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
a good idea. You guys, that's a
Hey,
great
honey,
idea.
you can stay with me.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. We're missing the obvious. Not. Christy, go ahead. I'm thinking. Well, actually, there's two things we could do now that I think about it.
Yeah.
A, we could fix him up with some honey.
Yes.
And B, you could do a show.
Huh?
Do a comedy club show. That's your audience.
Oh,
That's true.
Book yourself in the club there, or maybe just do a pop-up club somewhere. That'd be perfect.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, it is a Bob and Tom market. That's
Pop-up draft show.
Yeah. I like this idea.
And if you give it the right title, I'll talk about it in there. Thank you for
All
the
I have to
courtesy
do
of
is
that
dial
face.
time in on all the key decisions. That's good. Hey, I got a little bit of a quiz, a short one. Right. This is a fun one. 6 quarterbacks were taken in this draft in the first 12 picks. It's the most ever. Mm-hmm. And there's only been one other draft in NFL history that featured 6 first-round quarterbacks. It's a kind of a famous one. Chick, do you know what it is?
Whatever year, Marino and Eason and O'Brien and those guys.
That is exact. I can't believe you already named the hardest ones to name.
Oh, really?
Hey, Chick.
Wow.
Good job, Chick.
1983.
Yeah.
Can you name them all? You already got a couple of the obscure
Marino,
ones.
Eason, Kenny O'Brien.
Yes, that's amazing.
I can't pull the other 3. No.
2 of the other 3 are big names.
From 83. Bigger than Marino? Okay.
Well, yes.
Montana? No, that's not right. Joe Montana? No? Okay.
No.
I give up.
A certain Bills quarterback was selected that year.
Oh, Jim Kelly. Yes, yeah. Well,
Jim Kelly?
Well, but didn't he go to Houston or the Gamblers or something in the XFL?
Is that right?
Yeah, he played for a season. USFL. He played for a couple of seasons.
Oh, I
But
didn't
go
even
ahead.
know that.
Yeah, he was drafted probably. Yeah. Okay. go
Also that year, Todd Blackledge went to the Chiefs.
Blackledge, West Virginia
I don't remember
quarterback.
him.
Yeah.
And the first overall pick in 1983 is listed as being drafted by the Colts, but that's not where he played. John Elway.
Elway,
How about
Marino,
that?
O'Brien, Eason. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kostaki. We'll be able to be consulted about the title of your new album.
Yeah, I'll dial you in.
I can have PJ handle the artwork so we don't get some piece of crap.
Kostaki, you mentioned OJ and his defense team in hell. I like to picture them at a restaurant looking at each other going, should we wait for Dershowitz or just go ahead and order?
God, that's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, that's very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey,
Thanks for the
Kostaki.
closer, Josh.
Oh, sure.
We've got one more title for Kostaki's album. We can't let this go by.
What is
You're
it?
recording in Peoria at the Jukebox. How about Jukebox Euro?
Oh, it was right there.
There it is.
It was right there.
There it is.
That's perfect.
Who's the genius that said that?
This is from Edwin Carlson.
Yeah.
Kostaki, that's
Jukebox
genius.
Euro.
That's genius.
That's it. That's
Kaboom.
perfect.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't care what you name it. It's Jukebox Hero now.
Yeah.
And I wish it were. Wait, Kostaki. We could do a vinyl, and on the back you could have on the back of the vinyl you could have an old fashioned jukebox, and the bits would be listed like songs.
Sure. Yeah.
PJ's already cursing me for suggesting this. It's such a great idea.
Yeah, it'll be ready by the end of 27. So,
Hey, you know something? I've gotten all the posters done and the T-shirts. Give me a break here. If you want to come over and spend 3 hours with him, you can.
No, I wouldn't.
Hear about the history of the trumpet.
Exactly.
Well, if nothing else, we have to do a poster of Jukebox Euro, Kostaki. Get back to me. You don't have my number, of course. Talk to Amy. She'll. We have to go through. Thanks, Kostaki. Great stuff, always.
See you, man.
We're going to come right back, I hope. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So. It's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can. Turns out it is too late. Oh, yes. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, need to be a work-related thing. You know, I'd have to call up my boss and be like, yeah, I don't know, I better go and see a doctor. It's just yesterday, I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school, you know, I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats, you might get lice. And they're much more serious now. Like, don't share needles, you might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about lice?
How true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. Kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar and they've got a TV on over here. There's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country. And if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try, yeah.
And I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai, which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
Okay, let's go see Bob and Tom.
Yeah!
You can't say it on the air. Trust me. Not the way you want to do it. I've been over this 100 times. If you say that, we're going to get a fine.
We're not going to get a fine. The average idiot's going to perceive it as the noun.
No. We can't do that. You can't say that on the air.
It has no meaning as a verb, whereas my term can be taken two ways. That's why the joke has a joke.
No, you can't do that.
Kids, let me just ask you this. Am I right? The only way to make this joke funny, you've got to use the word cornhole.
Log. The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute, we catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay.
The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
NBC Sports on their golf telecasts, they got caught putting in bird noises for ambiance, and a bird lover called him on it.
Correct.
Because he was hearing a bird that was not indigenous to where the tournament was being held. You imagine being the guy who had to field that phone call? Yeah, sports department. Yeah, hi. Listen, does this sound right to you? I guess I'm supposed to believe the blue-breasted whippoorwillow has decided to alter its annual migratory route to enjoy a little golf. Okay. I get it. I got one. Cuckoo! Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Cuckoo for Cocoa.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt.
Great Window Nation of Windows.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
See, the key to my artistry is...
I know. It's
Attack
thrilling to watch.
Attack it from an angle that you really don't think exists.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Check there.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick, and here's the master, Tom Griswold.
Never did finish our discussion about T-Rex, but we'll get to that coming up.
If you get to play Bang a Gong, then we'll talk about it. 'Cause I love that song.
What about 20th Century Man? That's the one right there.
Mark Bolan was hot.
Was he?
I thought so. You know me.
Face
Short,
hit the
dark,
curve.
long hair.
I actually know. I know some people who actually knew him, and he was supposed to be like the nicest guy ever.
Really?
Yeah. So that's I always like that when someone's a really cool person.
We couldn't even recognize him after the crash.
Okay, that's not necessary. Here you go. This is T-Rex. Now we were talking about T-Rex the dinosaur, and there's the great line in the Bowie written song for what is it, Mott the Hoople?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the young dudes.
All the young dudes.
All the young dudes. Now, you know the line, Josh.
Something along the lines of who needs TV when we've got T-Rex.
Yeah. And then Chick, the line Marks and Sparks. Remember that?
Well, that's a store in England.
Marks and Spencer.
Marks and
It's a
Sparks.
store in London.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Great song. Anyway, I'm sorry. So the point is we were going to talk about the actual critter.
Paleontologists have determined that the T-Rex was not as smart as previously claimed. In a study published last year, it was hypothesized that dinosaurs like the T-Rex had an exceptionally high number of neurons and were substantially more intelligent than assumed.
Okay.
It was said that the T-Rex was as intelligent as a monkey.
Oh, wow.
However, a new study has re-examined the dinosaur's brain size as well as structure and found that those previously stated assumptions were unreliable. Researchers said that while not as intelligent as monkeys, the dinosaurs were more like smart giant crocodiles, and that's just as fascinating. I don't know about that,
Boy, this
but
is petty bickering between
isn't it?
nerds.
This is interesting. I got a friend, we used to call him T-Rex.
Why is that? He has short little arms?
Well, his arms weren't long enough to reach his wallet when it became time to pay for lunch. You ever meet that guy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah, I think we all know him, yeah.
The guy who went to the bathroom when the check came?
Yeah, I did like a Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's exciting, Josh. Aren't you to think about dinosaurs?
I like dinosaurs, but I'd have to read both studies to decide for myself whether or not. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of a mistake, really, the T-Rex.
You think?
Those little teeny arms.
No, there's a reason for that.
I say
they didn't need them.
No, who's to say that a longer armed dinosaur, that wasn't T-Rex's arms? How do they know that the arms they got on T-Rex go there?
They put it
because they found hundreds of them and their bones don't lie.
I think they
found one intact once, didn't they? What's the name of that famous one? It has like a girl's name.
Susie?
Yeah, something like that.
Sue? Yeah.
Lucy Susie?
A T-Rex named Sue.
Do you think T-Rexes and any of those dinosaurs actually they eat their own poo like our dogs do?
I doubt. I mean, I don't think so.
Why not?
I suppose if it was chewy, they have those big teeth.
Well, it only stands to reason that if our dogs do, I would think another creature on down the line.
You know, maybe that someone has written a PhD thesis on that.
Prove you right.
I'm going to throw a beaker at you.
I don't know how he got all that grant money.
Who pays for that? Yeah,
if
there
nothing
you go,
else,
grants.
maybe check out some great albums by the great band T-Rex. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
You said zebra.
Zebra.
4 zebras got loose from their trailer on a highway in North Bend, which is near Seattle.
I love this story.
The zebras galloped toward town until 3 of the 4 made their way into a neighborhood. They were captured.
They look like a bunch of sailors going into town. It's hilarious.
2 of those were captured with the assistance from rodeo professionals, but 1 still remains missing. So if you see a zebra on the loose in the Seattle area, you might want to make a phone
Special
call.
police unit. It's a black and white.
You know that rodeo professional? No. Oh, here's the damn thing you're doing. You can't go up on them. You gotta rope them from here.
That's
They'll
exactly.
get you all kinds of trouble.
We've been getting a bunch of random
Zebras running around?
zebras running around lately.
Horses
A lot of stories about
London.
Yeah.
They got loose in London.
Wasn't there one that was on a farm in Ohio loose for months?
Yes. Don't you have a song about that, Pat?
Yeah, I do actually.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it any good? Oh,
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right.
Let's find out together.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Well, I'm the type of zebra who will never settle down. I broke out of the zoo and I roam around the town. I like to eat some bark An apple, if it's ripe, it's hard to blend in a park, on account of the stripes. They call me the wanderer, the zebra wanderer. My stripes go up and down and up and down and up and down. All right, I know Marty from Madagascar. The movie didn't get it right. Zebras aren't from there. Try to pet me, I will bite. Go put a saddle on my back. Oh, I'll make you cry. Kick you in the face. Give you a 3-week black eye. Here comes my handlers with tranquilizers. My stripes go up and down.
That was very good.
Zebras were smart to go with that name. I bet at first zebras were upset. They're like, oh, man, we start with a Z. That means we're always going to be last in line when the teachers line us up to go somewhere. But little did they realize they'd be in every book that had to do with the alphabet ever.
Yeah.
Like they're like the
Z.
Yeah.
Z. Well,
they get a lot of press.
They get a lot of competitions from Zipper, though.
That is fair.
It's pronounced zebra in English.
Yes.
Zebra. Yeah.
My zipper
Yes,
has-
zebra. Like Deborah, because it's not Debra, is it?
No, it certainly wouldn't be.
By the way, it is worth Googling the video of
the zebras.
The zebras. You see 3 of them running down a regular road. It's kind of a nice woodsy area. Yeah. And there's some suburban housing. And then all of a sudden the cop car's right behind them. It's like they've got this escort.
Who sang The Wanderer?
Dion.
I think that is a terrific song that holds up today. It's good.
Dion's great.
Kind of a rockabilly, awesome. It is good.
I would agree.
So's Run Around Sue. Who did Run Around Sue?
Dion. Dion, right?
Same guy.
You know what? I'm a Dion
Del
fan.
Shannon.
Del Shannon.
Yes, that's right, Del Shannon.
I'd go to a Del Shannon Dion show today.
You remember Del Shannon's last hit? Put that gun away. Remember that?
That was his last hit?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Okay. I just Googled it. I wanted to see the zebra story. I got this incredibly depressing thing.
Del Shannon?
No, this guy mauled by a zebra.
Oh, we remember that. We did that story.
Ooh,
remember?
yikes.
Yeah, that was a bad
So you mean they went to shopping together at the mall? They were mauled?
Hey, let's go to Spencer's.
I think they bought a casket.
Oh, he killed him? Zebras kill people?
Well,
Oh, man.
wild animals.
With a switchblade. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, this is even worse.
Problem, huh?
What happened now?
Okay, we'll
What do you got, Tom?
What's black and white and red all over?
a dead zebra.
The zebra that got hit by this truck in Arizona.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
A zebra got hit by a truck in Arizona.
That's the biggest deer I've ever seen.
He's dressed like an escaped convict.
Yes.
Do more people own like wild animals like zebras than you'd think?
I think so. Yeah. We might be shocked at how many zebras are actually held in captivity
Well,
here.
we had someone say that you cannot ride them. That doesn't. I guess it
They will
occasionally you'll
Check
see
them out.
someone.
They're going in for nickel beer night. Look at them. Woohoo!
Boy, they are cool.
They are.
And that begs the question, are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes? And then what are they trying to blend in with?
Yes. What are they trying to do? Old photos?
The herd is what they're blending in with.
Wasn't the theory something about flies?
They can't pick out one zebra.
Wasn't there some theory about the way the stripes deter certain creatures from being able to see them, like certain bugs? Wasn't that the?
Is that it?
I don't know.
Logic.
Think about that.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not
but,
up on my zebra knowledge.
Coming up, we have.
Did you hear she knew nothing about zebras?
I don't know anything about zebras.
Zero.
Coming up, we have this very unusual mystery song, and they've solved it. They found out where it comes from.
What's
and
this about?
Josh, you
I
may.
don't know.
3 minutes.
Thank you, Pat. Maybe Josh will know. We'll play it for you in just a second. But first.
Simply Safe, the
Thank you very
do-it-yourself home security system. That's right. Indoor, outdoor cameras keep watch over your property day and night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And Simply Safe has sensors that detect
You can't say that.
break-ins, fires, floods, and more.
Not that kind of sense.
That was your sensor.
S with a sensor with an S, not sensor with a C. Backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. Great way to keep an eye on your pets during the day if you miss the lady dogs. Simply Safe professional monitoring agents also can help stop crime in real time. They can talk to the intruder through the wireless indoor camera and tell them, hey, police are on the way and you're being recorded. No contract and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Simply Safe's risk-free. If you don't love it, send the system back for a full refund, although this reporter has never heard anything of the like. Simply Safe has given us and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind. And you can have it too and get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
And real quick, scientists believe the stripes on zebras have a function. They help keep away flies. Now, I'm thinking I'd rather have stripes that help keep away lions and hyenas and hunters. But hey, what do I know?
Can we make these stripes bulletproof?
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's go right to the phones.
That's good. Just like him, yeah.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello. Is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Oh, hi, Mr. Obvious. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thanks for calling. Now, what seems to be the problem, caller?
Oh, Mr. Obvious.
Yes?
I think I've got a critter stuck in my pipes under my kitchen sink.
Huh, a critter, huh? Some sort of animal? What makes you think that?
I can hear him down there making noises.
Noises, huh? What sort of noises?
Well, you know, kind of a growling noise. Like a critter.
What's that sound like?
Well, it's sort of like, you know, like that.
Huh. A critter under your sink, huh? And it's growling at you?
Yep. You can hear him down there. Sounds like he's trapped in the pipes or something. He's down there growling, kind of like. Is
he padding the part? What's going on?
I see. So this happens all the time?
Mostly it seems like it happens after dinner. When my wife rinses leftover food down the drain. You can hear him down there eating.
Eating?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like that.
Now, caller, is there anything else that seems to cause this growling?
Well, now that you mention it, he seems to do it every time she flips that light switch on by the sink.
Light switch, huh?
Yeah. There's the switch by the sink. But it don't turn nothing on. She'll flip it sometimes while she's doing the dishes, and boy, it makes him mad as anything.
Now, do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh,
I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, "That'll be $1." I go, "Great." He goes, "That'll be $1.04 with tax." I go, "Tax? Wait, I am kinky."
Tax too.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
I'll tell you what I sound like when I make love to a woman.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty bad at it. I call it making like. When I make like to a woman, I sound like a very scared man who's crossing a very thin sheet of ice. And all he's trying to do is get to the side alive. Sounds something like this. Oh, my God. I'm so scared. I can do this? Oh, thank God that's over with. Oh, my God. I have to lay down. That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, and Pat, Josh, and Ace. I'm Chick. Here's Tom Griswold.
Hey, we forgot to mention Kostaki's got some gigs coming up. Kostaki Economopolis at McCook, Nebraska's Heritage Hills Clubhouse, Thursday, May 9th. Then the 10th and 11th, he's at the North Platte, Nebraska Boss Comedy Club. That's May 10th and 11th. The Boss Comedy Club with Kostaki Economopolis.
I always wanted to be a boss jock.
One of the boss jocks.
Boss jock.
What does that mean?
It was a radio DJ type term. I think it started in Los Angeles, I think.
The boss jock.
Yeah.
Boss jock.
Huh.
That used to be oh, man, that's boss.
Yeah, remember in American Graffiti? She goes, "That's really boss."
Sure. So,
Did they? I never.
I knew it was a slang, but
graffiti.
It's really cool.
Yeah, Phillips says that. What's her name?
Michelle Phillips?
No, the daughter.
Mackenzie Phillips.
Mackenzie Phillips.
Oh.
That's really boss.
She's hard to look at, right?
I like olive oil on that.
That's not
You remember that story, don't you?
Yes.
Maybe.
What?
You want to talk about
let's just not
I hope
review
she-
that unfortunate incident.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a quiz
I
time.
said something horrible about her, Josh, and she was sitting in the waiting room of one of our affiliates.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was classy and unnecessary.
And it hasn't happened yet.
Okay, Josh, this is a quiz for you. Everybody else, please be quiet. Pat, this includes you. Don't answer.
Hey, Josh.
Do you recognize this song?
So far, I do not.
What do you think you're playing?
Okay, that song.
Internet sleuths solved a viral mystery surrounding the origin of that song. According to The Guardian, the low-quality clip you just heard of the song dubbed Everyone Knows That was uploaded to YouTube in 2021 and shared on Reddit, where it sparked a hunt for the original song as well as its creator.
All right.
Working off other leads, a user called South Pole Ball discovered that a songwriter named Christopher St. Booth had written work for pornographic films. And after watching all the movies in Booth's catalog,
I'm
sure
working
that
down
would-
here, honey.
They heard the song actually titled Ulterior Motives in a 1986 porn film entitled Angels of Passion.
And you think I would just recognize it?
You know something? Had you recognized that,
Would you have lost your
I
mind?
would have.
It's the 9-minute mark. Strength.
It's actually
Angels
1
Passion.
hour, 7 minutes and 31
Yeah.
seconds in.
That's the other thing.
That's a long porn.
This guy had to watch dozens of awful, I'm sure, porno films. And when he finally finds it, it's more than an hour into this movie.
Yeah.
Man.
By the way, Booth did corroborate the story, so apparently it's real.
Okay.
Who has the kind of time? Why would anyone care?
That's what I want to know.
It's such a
Stuff like that it has a life of its own on the internet.
Yeah.
And people will not stop until it's solved.
Chick's right.
It says Christopher St. Booth. God, I hope that's
got to be a
professional name. The man who created the music appears in the movie also.
Oh yeah, he does.
He plays a hitman in a subplot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So
Boy, these angels really are passionate, aren't they?
They sure are.
Here's the plot. They've got the plot of the movie here.
They have the stars
Oh,
also?
please.
Angels of Passion. 2 women and a man are engaging in a threesome when a drunk driver crashes into the man's trailer and kills them.
Oh, my God.
Boy, that's hot. They arrive in heaven, and while waiting to become angels, they use their new powers to help 4 people with their love lives.
Oh, so it's like Highway to Heaven for perverts.
Oh, God. It's like, what was the original movie, Tom, about the boxer that became the Warren Beatty movie?
Oh, yeah, Heaven Can Wait.
Heaven Can Wait,
Yeah.
but the original one was...
Yeah, I forget.
Oh, Here Comes Mr. Jordan. Yeah. That's what, somebody saw that.
A porno version of it.
Right.
With bad 70s era synth or 80s era synth.
Or Oh Heavenly Kid had a similar plot.
No kidding.
That's right.
I've got a song. You want to see if you can name this one, Tom. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Josh, can you name the song?
I can. This was in the 1984 film Face Invaders. The 4th scene where...
That's exactly right.
Nina Hartley...
an hour and a half.
Dartles.
It's Prancy vocal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You're my girl.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
That guitar liquid.
Jules Holland.
Returned with the Rolling Stones.
Bang a
It's only
dong.
rock and roll.
Bang a gong.
New research sheds light on the tickling fetish. Anybody have that in here?
I don't.
Scientists conducted a survey of people within the tickle fetish community.
Let me tickle you.
Now, is that... do they have like a convention every year?
Maybe.
I'm sure they do.
Ticklers unite.
Ticklers all get together.
Why not?
Well, they found 90% of the 719 respondents derive sexual pleasure from tickling without the need of other forms of sexual stimulation.
That's it. They can complete.
A quarter of them said they experienced orgasms through tickling, with some achieving orgasm through tickling alone.
I beg your
this makes
blanking
sense.
pardon.
I could probably finish just by being tickled.
Use of
She
tools.
tickles me with her mouth.
Well, actually,
or her vagina.
Thank you for playing anything. Thank you very much.
actually, Josh, those 2 tools aren't used usually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the
common
isn't the taint tickler one of Batman's?
The
There is a documentary out there called Tickled. That's one of the weirdest documentaries I've ever seen in my. You turned me onto that, didn't you?
No, I've not seen this.
Tickled.
Tickled.
Is
they
it
use
about
like
this?
those long feathers?
I can't tell you anything about it. It's just weird.
Use of
man.
tools
It
and
was
tickling
interesting. But I
practices.
saw that, and it was brought to you by one of the designer Gucci. Gucci Goo.
Yeah.
They should come out with a lube.
Gucci Goo?
A designer lube called Gucci Goo.
Have you ever said that even to even a baby? Gucci Goo.
It works.
Yeah. Have you said it?
Of course.
That was.
It's a perfect.
Don't you think it's hack and
It is a little hack. Yeah, though. You gotta.
Isn't that a hat on a hat, Josh? Right?
Been done.
Gucci Goo.
I thought it was coochie goo.
Is it coochie or Gucci?
I always thought.
Coochie would be
down there.
I'm just telling you.
Gucci's what I'm looking for my crank.
Yeah. Now I think Coochie Goo would be a different product.
Probably.
Tools used in tickling: hands, fingers, nails, feathers, and brushes.
Hold on, I'm making a list. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
Am I correct in saying, Dr. Sadie Allison, did she have a product called the Taint Tickler?
I don't know, but her whole thing is Tickle
Kitty. Yeah, that's the name of her company.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe she had the Taint Tickler. That's a nice place to be.
Is that a nice place to be tickled?
I don't mind light nail work on the taint.
Oh,
If a woman has longer nails, she can kind of
Dear Josh,
Oh my
I was
gosh.
listening to your show today. Please keep it to yourself. Signed, Mother.
I'm going to hit you hard with some T-Max.
Yeah, baby.
Bang a gong.
Pretty awesome. You did it. Get those Lee press-ons going.
Oh, yeah, you like those, don't you?
Oh, what if
I
they
would
get
say,
lost up there?
Let me just say, isn't the tickling
I
thing
don't-
makes
I
a little
agree.
more sense to me than some of these fetishes, like the guys that want the, their
Nuts trampled on.
Careful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
stiletto heels,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of thing.
I deserve this. Stomp on my nads. That's
Stomp
that
on
is
my
something. That is
testicles.
really something.
Yeah.
Now, are you?
Stomp on my balls.
I mean, that's out there.
What do you do, Tom?
It is out there.
You're at home, alone, and you hear the next door neighbor, stomp on my balls. What do you do? Do
Well,
you
that
call
would
the
never happen in his neighborhood.
I call the police.
Junior's been bad. You'd call the police?
I think I'd call the
would?
police.
Why? They're why? They're two consenting adults enjoying themselves.
Well, somebody might be really hurt.
Call the ER.
They say it is not good for you.
No,
Really? You think?
nail to the balls. I mean,
I would imagine that.
A lot of people would call in Loveline. I used to love that show. And guys, I don't know. Is it weird? Sometimes I like to take a hammer and just pound on my scrotum.
And they would
And poor Dr. Drew would go, that's not good for you. You would have to explain, don't do that.
So how do these women? I'm just trying to picture how this would even work.
But they say it like normal as, I'd like to,
Yeah.
hammer my testicles with a nice heavy hammer.
Right.
I'll ideally have somebody else do it.
Why do you think they call it a ball peen?
You got both there.
Yeah, I got a nice quick hammer joke. You see, the ball peen has the.
On this topic, a 60-year-old man says he was nearly arrested over an X-rated tattoo on his stomach.
Oh, you seen this?
Richard Hart's tattoo.
Does the belly button come into play?
Yes, it does, Josh.
Dick Hart's?
Depicts a naked woman on his torso with her legs spread over his belly button.
Yeah, it does.
The New York Post reports that while most people are not fazed by the design,
Not me.
it has gotten him into trouble with the law.
The law?
Mr. Hart recalled a visit to Spain where he took his shirt off in the heat and was ordered by 2 officers to cover up or they would handcuff him.
Never been to Spain.
It's a hideous tattoo.
He said, quote, "We got into a bit of an argument. I had to wear a T-shirt for the rest of the holiday."
And I was so hot.
He said he paid $70 for the tattoo. It was inked on his
Boy, what a nice...
Yeah, see,
That is cripplingly low for a good tattoo.
yeah, that tells you right there.
Yeah.
Mr. Hart said his partner and children are not bothered by the obscene ink,
And my kids like it.
though he did admit he does cover up in front of his grandchildren.
And it's huge.
I got to see
So he's
this.
got these 2 legs kind of
Right.
That is as classless as anything.
starting
And
at
is
the
she-
belly button.
She, if you will, are she using his breasts for her breasts?
No, his belly button for her.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I see. It's not that big. Okay, yeah.
But no, it's. I can't imagine what's on his backside. A tramp stamp with a super realistic chocolate starfish.
Ugh.
A
You know that-
super realistic chocolate starfish.
Why? Why would you?
Lucky he's got an innie, then it gets into that whole tranny thing that gets people upset.
Well, yeah. You know what? When you say that whole tranny thing, it does get people upset.
certainly.
Oh my gosh, this is something.
Everything about it was upsetting.
Boy, it really does upset some people, doesn't it?
Well, you look at that.
And all it's
Oh, what's the price? I don't show my grandkids this.
What's their beef?
it's also
What's their problem?
it's also very hairy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
very
Don't do it.
hairy. Ugh.
And it's not to scale at all. It's too big. For
And it looks like
starters.
it looks like a furry stripper.
I mean, it looks like it's been blown out.
But again, what did he pay for this tattoo?
$70.
Okay,
I can't even put that on my.
yeah, no, for $70, you can't get a quality tattoo of any kind.
I don't know. What do they?
You know what?
cost?
It looks better than it should for $70.
Yeah, I agree. What does a good tattoo run you, Chicky?
What? Huh?
What does a good tattoo run you?
I'm going to say, a couple $100 from a quality guy.
Yeah.
And then plus your tip. You got a tip?
But a big one?
Donnie's my boy. Probably more, I would think.
And
Longer.
colored? This one is not.
That's black, just black ink.
of color?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, does he do tricks? Does he do tricks with it?
Hey, look, a Cheeto.
Who first did that with them?
Pulling lint out of it.
Do you remember, Josh, the guy who wore the giant hat over his naked body, and he would whistle through his
Yes, yeah. And he'd have eyelashes on his nipples.
Yeah, and he'd put the hat all up, down to his shoulders.
Yes.
And it'd be this face.
And so just like a big...
His navel would be his mouth.
Where was this? You'd see it at sporting events or like in public. Yeah.
He was something. I don't know who the guy was, but man, it was funny.
His own kind of genius.
Yeah, I love the guy that had the suits on the stick on his shoulders. ever see
so
that
he would
guy?
look like
the Village People.
A line.
Yeah. Look like a line of dancers.
Yeah, Rockettes or.
That's always a good NBA halftime show.
Start YMCA and people go
just these rag people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Silly.
Fun. Well, okay. Well,
how about that woman that climbs up on chairs and catches bowls on her head? Man,
that was a skill too.
Like 80 feet in the air.
What about the quick change lady? Remember
I love
those?
that.
Remember those people?
Are they
That
still with
couple?
us? Did they
I don't
ever-
know, but man, that was amazing.
I never cared for the person who was dressed as a man in the front. Doing a dance and then would turn around and be a woman.
And then take his hands and like kissing him.
Yeah. I was always like, something real deep is happening.
Freaked me out.
Is there a school where you learn how to do that?
I don't know.
Convocation school where you learn how to become these entertainers for just
I feel like deeply troubled individuals.
There is today, but they're camped out on strike.
Now, who gets really upset against
the guy with the Audi?
Yeah. You're really, really upset about that.
Yeah, you know how it upsets everyone.
You know how they are.
You see, the T-Rex had little arms.
Yeah.
When it was time to pay for lunch, we're gonna help you out right now. This is a show about helping people.
How has that not been a New Yorker cartoon with a T-Rex reaching in his pocket? I'm a little short.
It might be.
I can't buy lunch.
Or even talking to a guy in a grocery store aisle. Can you get that for me?
Yeah. I can't reach the chips in the top.
Steven Singer Jewelers has something for you. What they have is the ability to turn Mother's Day into a great day, a huge success. Think about all those great things that your mom has done. Your mom does great stuff for you to this day, right, Josh?
Yeah, she'll cut my grilled cheese into triangles.
That's right. When he was a kid, he would not eat his grilled cheese unless I cut them into
let me
triangles.
ask you this. Do you want the crust on or do you want the crust off before it's triangulated?
I want it on.
I told him you'd never
You
get
know what I like to
hair
do?
around your...
To this day?
What?
I like to cut the crust off,
Yeah.
do the triangles.
Yes.
Then when it's all over, I eat the crust separately.
Yeah, I like to dunk that crust into soup.
I told him he'd never get hair around his crank unless he ate the crust.
Something
You want to start over there?
Yeah, no, we have to.
That's unnecessary. What's the matter?
What are you doing over there?
Well, Mom was right.
Mother's always right.
Speaking of moms, how about a beautiful red wine rose? What does that mean? One rose? Well, it happens to be dipped in 24 karat gold. It's got that beautiful red burgundy, the petals up on top, and then the leaves are a beautiful deep forest green. That's an exclusive from Steven Singer Jewelers. He's been doing these for every season for years now. You can collect them all. See what I'm talking about. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com. That's where you'll find out what's going on. Christy also was on that beautiful bracelet. What's that called?
This is called the At Last bracelet with diamonds and a beautiful vintage look.
That's a great Mother's Day
Great.
present. Yeah,
Two of them, you can't go wrong.
And Stephen promises that Chick McGee will not come to your house and sing that poorly. Real roses dipped in real gold, of course, from Steven Singer. What else does that include? Well, how about free shipping, free personalized gift message? This is a no-brainer. And a free lifetime guarantee. And by the way, today is the last day for that free beautiful aroma, the free scent. Check it out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Lots of great earrings, bracelets, etc., to make those moms in your life feel that you know how special they are. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we will attempt to review, after yesterday's debacle,
yes,
and maybe some history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning.
Howdy.
Great.
Holmes.
Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting any.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to
Tom sits in a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff, with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr.
Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach. How are things going out at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Val. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Val.
That's located, of course, in Turn 1.
It's right there in Turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Tiger Dog Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Q95 midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started.
Bob's getting gray.
Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but last night...
9 inches tall. Red Joe was named the smallest man in Latin America by the Guinness Book of Records.
27 inches tall.
Besides holding the #1 position, he fulfilled another dream by going to Disneyland, where he called the It's a Small World exhibit disappointing. In Stockholm, Sweden, Leif Borg, warning he would blow the courtroom into the air just 10 minutes earlier at his divorce trial, pulled dynamite from his briefcase and set it off, killing himself and seriously wounding his wife's lawyer, severing the lawyer's limbs.
Wow.
Witnesses said the explosion occurred during proceedings to determine how the couple's property would be split. For once, a lawyer got the charge that cost him an arm and a leg.
And on a high one, attaboy.
Good move. Throw away the script and get out.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian. But I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. God. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Am I right?
Big.
You are right.
One of them. The husky.
They've gotten small.
Well, you know, we have to watch it, though. You know how fat people are. You know, they get all upset.
Just in the way. What does he say? Camped out in front of the butter at the grocery store.
In one of their little scooters, because I don't know why my knee hurts. Maybe Humphrey, it's because you weigh 500 pounds. Maybe that's it.
They never give you enough butter.
So sorry. Let's see. What time is it?
It's too late.
It's history time.
It's later than you think.
Okay, what day is
Are we
today?
doing jokes or history? What are we doing now?
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
No, it's history. Time for history.
No, it was on this date that we almost forgot the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Did you guys hear NASA is launching a new mission into space to kind of apologize to the aliens for sending all the space junk up there?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's Apollo G.
Apollo G.
Well, I like that.
You do.
Kind of a little history there. The great Apollo space program.
Gee, all right, let's steamer right by that. And time now for Today in History. Tom, April 30th.
It's the last day of April.
No more April in 2024, Tom.
Okay. Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Is given a commission by Spain to equip his fleet to the New World in this date in
1492.
Thank you very
He
much.
sailed the ocean blue.
And he equipped his fleet, as you recall, with the goods necessary for the journey.
Syphilis?
Smallpox.
The blankets laced with smallpox.
I forget what it was, but...
Something horrific.
Yeah.
1789, George Washington inaugurated as the first president on this date. Wow, kind of later in the season.
On this date, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
1789.
Not my president.
Lock him up. And Martha, too.
And he promised his administration would be better than the previous administration.
Yeah, and he lived up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who can argue with that? Well, I'm sure there's somebody out there that can.
You know, there are some people wouldn't vote for Washington, wouldn't vote for Lincoln, they're sons of bitches.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, God, can you imagine it if they had the...
Evidently, it was even more vicious back then. There's a museum with historical presidential promotional material, and it's fascinating, I guess, where Washington eats it basically, or something like that.
But you can imagine. I love the commercials. They find a really bad. Whoever your candidate is, whatever you're into is okay with me. But they always find an awful picture of the guy.
Oh yeah.
Here he is eating children. What?
Yeah. Or the woman. The one I've seen most often is a unflattering picture.
Yeah. Let's see. 1803, the Louisiana Purchase.
Oh, we got a good deal.
Nickel 98.
No kidding. 15 million? Wow.
Man.
And they passed the inspection. We got to keep it. They had some.
So it's on escrow, right?
Yeah, they had to get rid of the radon.
They had some BS about radon. That cost a ton.
It's an older property.
Okay. Here's a good one. In 1897, what did physicist J.J. Thomson announce?
And when?
1897.
J.J. Thomson.
J.J. Thomson.
Dynamite.
That he and his twin were going to make music?
No, the X-rays.
The discovery of the electron.
Close.
Yeah.
The electron's been widely debunked these days by scientists everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What do they think it is now?
Mites.
I see. 1952, the first advertisement for this product appeared on American television.
Cigarettes.
What year?
1952.
Okay, was it cigarettes?
No.
I don't know.
Mr. Potato Head.
Really?
Back in the day when you used a real potato.
Right. It was just the parts?
Yeah.
And I'm not that old. We always had a plastic.
We always had a plastic body. Yeah.
Apparently that's what I've heard is that originally you did use a potato.
Did you have a real potato?
Sure.
God, you're old. You're older than me and Christy.
I'm aware of that. This wisdom doesn't just come from being some jejune college dropout.
We had a real potato.
Sons of bitches.
Okay, let's see.
You could put, why don't they put the faces on like a watermelon or a cabbage?
Because it was too big.
Well, that's not true.
Hey, that's $1 million idea. Why don't you come out with Mr. Watermelon?
No, Mr. Vegetable.
Could be problematic.
Mr. Cucumber. He's really long.
Mr. Cucumber, a big nose.
Quinlan Industries.
Why from Quinlan Industries, it's Mr. Vegetable.
Okay, you need to.
Hey, look, I've already gone down the path. I might as well just jump now.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Happy birthday, Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory, terrific actor, and Kunyal Nayar from Big Bang.
Hey, same birthday?
No, Johnny's older.
Oh,
those guys are both. That show, they're both terrific in there.
Yeah, if I only had written a script. It was.
No, it's very funny.
Yeah, it's wrong. Laugh free.
Not at all. Your problem? I mean, your
no jokes.
Your point here is what?
I'm not doing anything today because you purposely put the Big Bang Theory last so you'd make me upset.
Yeah, but now we're gonna have to start tomorrow's show with things we learned.
I like it.
I liked it this morning. I think it really helped us.
Do you want to move the feature?
I think we should.
Let's give it another day to see. Yeah.
What would it entail if we had to move the things we learned today to tomorrow, and then it would become things we learned yesterday?
You'd have to save the piece of paper that Mark gives you, and the odds of your being able to do that effectively are pretty close to zero.
All you have to do is put it in his computer.
Tape it down.
Responsible. That wasn't.
I think. Let me do this, Tom. I think I can do it.
Okay, good.
All right.
We'll look forward to that tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.